out of apartment 5B.
You're now tuned into the Apartment 5B podcast, where we chop it up about hip-hop, R&B, sports, love and life. Hosted by Kill.
What's good? You're to an Apartment 5B podcast hosted by your man Kill. I got my squad in effect as always. I got my brother Vague from BK. What's good, bro?
Chilling, man. Just football's over. It's basketball time, so I'm excited.
Yeah, that's what's up. I got my man AG. What's going on, bro?
Peace. Happy to be here, man. Thanks for the invite.
You already know, bro. And my brother, the nastiest MC who sings too, Easy Money ST. What's good, bro?
Peace. Was good, y'all. 01830's out March 20th. Let's talk hip hop.
All right, let's go. Well, y'all know me. Let's jump right into it. Here's a show. This show is going to be fun, laid back, no jewels really being dropped. If you're on social media, I'm sure you've seen these joints to start, bench, trade. So you may have somebody where it's like, you got Michael Jordan, Kobe, and Dr. J, and you got to decide, okay, who would you start? Who comes off the bench, and who would you trade? So always getting some good discussions and, back and forth about that. So I said, we need to do one of these joints for hip hop. So that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be talking about who would you start, who would you bench, who would you trade. I wanted the folks to stay away from the obvious. I mean, if we do them, we do them. But, one of my things for 2026, one of my hip hop New Year's resolutions was to try to talk more about the MCs who don't get talked about. I feel like it's 8 million hip hop podcasts, and somehow, some way, we still always talk about the same 30 MCs or producers all the time. Let's start showing love to other people. So that's what we're gonna be chopping up about. And we also got R&B on tap, so that's gonna be dope too. My bro Spence just slid in. What's going on, Spence?
What's going on, everybody?
Peace, Spence.
What's good with you, bro?
I'm good, man. Can't complain.
All right, that's what it is. Let's jump right into it. The first joint I got up, I got three groups. You got Smith & Wesson, MOP, and Mobb Deep. Who's starting? Who's coming off the bench? Who's getting traded? We got MOP, Annie Up, Firing Squad, Cold as Ice. You got Mobb Deep. I mean, do we even need to talk about Shook One, Survival of the Fittest, the infamous Hell on Earth? Smith & Wesson, the Shine and 5 Mic album, Bucktown, Let's Get It On, Soundboy Burial. For me, and I know this is going to be very unpopular, I got to start MOP. I got Mobb Deep coming off the bench. I got trade Smith & Wesson, which is crazy to me because I love that first album. And again, for everybody watching, I wanted this to just be your favorites. This ain't about, Kill, MOP don't got a better discography than Mobb. This ain't about who's the best and all that. This is just simply about who do you bang more, who do you like more, who do you
arguably do though.
Yeah. So I just want people saying that because I know somebody at home right now like, come on, Kill, the infamous my MOP don't got nothing better than. This is just off of what's your favorite and what you fuck with. So for me, MOP starting, Mobb Deep coming off the bench, Smith & Wesson got to get traded. Easy. What you got, bro?
I'm definitely, I fuck with Smith & Wesson super duper heavy, but they're definitely getting traded in this scenario. I mean, I could honestly flip a coin between MOP and Mobb Deep, but I think if I had to make my decision, like the deciding factor will be influence. So I'll start Mobb.
Start Mobb, MOP off the bench.
If I had to decide, I'll just take it there. You know what I mean?
All right, no doubt. Vague, who you got, bro?
Same thing, man. I would probably start Mobb Deep, and then definitely MOP, energy off the bench. You know what I'm saying?
That's that old Vinnie Johnson, Microwave Johnson, some old
right.
old school
right.
You gotta get that energy off the bench.
Right. And I love Smith and Wesson, but yeah, they the odd men out, so trade them.
All right, no doubt. AG, what you got, bro?
I'm in agreement, man. Mobb is my favorite duo of all time. You know what I'm saying? So I got to start them. And coming off the bench, I got to go with MOP. And then got to cut Smith. Well, not cut, sorry. Trade Smith and Wesson. So.
All right. No. You know what? Maybe you're right. Is it cut? Did I get it wrong? It's not trade, but it's cut.
Trade is good.
Same thing.
Let's keep it trade. Let's keep it trade.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
All right. And
Cut sounds a little harsh. You know what I'm saying? So we'll go with
trade.
trade.
We don't even want you. You don't even want you.
Right.
We want Smith and Wesson. We need Bucktown. You know what I mean? Spence, what you got, bro?
I got Mobb starting. I think I'm gonna have Smith and Wesson coming off the bench because they've been lasting through time.
Right.
Like they resilient. They're gonna give you points. They're gonna give you a spark. They're gonna give you some points. They're gonna give you some unexpected points that you didn't think was gonna happen. And I got MOP, on the trade.
You got trade them. All right, no doubt. Now I'm gonna just come off rip. Do I want to go with this one off rip with R&B? Fuck it, let's go. Whitney Houston, Marvin Gaye, and Sade. Me personally, you got Sade. Is it a crime? Smooth operator, cherish the day. Marvin, of course, what's going on? I want you. Sexual healing. Whitney Houston, I want to dance. You give good love. I'm your baby tonight. I gotta go. Sade is starting. Marvin is coming off the bench, and I gotta trade Whitney. Greg, what you got?
I got Marvin Gaye starting. Sade coming off the bench. I'm gonna have to trade Whitney.
All right, easy. What you got, bro?
I'm starting Whitney.
Okay.
Whitney was my baby, yo. Like, I'm a little younger than y'all too.
All right,
So,
Kevin Costner. Okay, Kevin Costner.
I feel like the right answer would be to start Marvin. That would be like the right answer.
Right.
But for my age group and me, what I lived through and being in love with Whitney Houston, I got to start Whitney. And
Okay.
I'll take. I go back to Marvin more than Sade, so I'll bring Marvin off the bench and I trade Sade. Respectfully.
All right. AG, what you got, bro?
Man, I'm over here stumped, bro. That's crazy. Man, I was in love with Sade growing up, bro, and I might have to start. Man, I might have to start Sade. Marvin is timeless, so he got to come off the bench. And as much as I hate to say it, I might have to trade Whitney, man. That's
Right.
crazy.
Crazy, right? But hey, that's the game. Spence, what you got, bro?
I got Marvin just off of what's going on, just timeless substance, everything. Whitney, I probably got her coming off the bench, superstar, was able to do everything. The voice is crazy. And Sade, I like Sade too, but I think I got her coming off the bench. I mean, actually trading her.
Getting traded. All right.
Yeah.
No doubt.
Kill,
Yo.
can we throw the disclaimer in there for the people?
What's that? What I said earlier?
That, just because we trade them doesn't mean we hate them.
Oh yeah. Just because you
Word.
trade.
You know what comes with that.
Yeah, please
You
don't.
know what comes with that.
This is not. Dog, coming in third place to Marvin Gaye is not, and Whitney Houston is not a bad thing. You know what I mean?
Everybody relax.
Right.
Because
Calm down.
I can't believe you don't like Whitney, Kill. And I mean,
Yeah, nah. It don't got nothing to do. I love Whitney. I love
you know what
Whitney.
I'm saying? Like, you
But
know that
you're
shit.
100% right. You already know. Hey, I
do that.
prefer mayonnaise. What you don't like ketchup, nigga? I just like mayo.
Exactly.
I ain't saying nothing about ketchup. I just was talking about mayonnaise. Vay, what you got for your first round, bro?
Damn, you got me shook to read these shits now. Like, I'm like, what am I doing? All right, let's start with the big joker on some R&B shit. Michael Jackson, Prince, and Stevie Wonder.
What you got?
I'm starting with Mike, just because the full package, right? Entertainer and all of that. I gotta go Stevie second. Those 70s albums like just set the trend. Probably should start, but for people like Mike and Prince and a couple of people. So gotta trade Prince, as much as I hate to say it. So
Wow.
yeah, look, as much you can't see it, but Purple Rain right there in the corner.
Yo, this a hard joint. This a hard joint. And I know it's gonna be blasphemy, but I'm starting Prince, Stevie coming off the bench, and Mike getting traded, man.
Well, let's be clear. You know, Kills the Boom Bap Avenger. If you sold records, you're last. Automatic.
What did a Boom Bap Avengers got to do with all of this?
He got Whitney coming off the bench. He got Michael. You sell records, Kill hates you. Let's be clear. Boom Bap Avenger chairman.
Yo, you a goddamn fool.
Bro. It's all good.
You good. You know what? I'm gonna put that in my bio. Boom Bap Avenger, the president.
Yeah.
The president.
Chairman.
What you got, Easy? And remind me before we finish this, I got a funny Michael Jackson story. But Easy, what you got?
I'm echoing vague, man. Michael Jackson, my first and biggest music influence. He's just like, bro. When you talk about the hits, it's not, you know. I like Prince. I respect what Prince does a lot, but you know, like, I feel like, you know, we gotta certain legacies gotta be respected and protected. And when it comes to hits, nobody fucking with Mike, bro. I don't care how many instruments Prince played. I don't care how many times he showed his ass cheeks on stage. Mike is literally one of one. And stop comparing these niggas to Mike too, please. Thank you. That's it.
So who coming off? You said Mike?
I said same as vague.
Oh,
so I got Mike starting. I got
Stevie coming off the bench.
Stevie coming off the bench, yeah.
All right, AG, who you got?
I'm gonna go Mike starting, Prince coming off the bench, and I hate to do it, but I gotta trade Stevie.
Yeah. You doing it because he blind. That's fucked up, man.
Nah, bro, don't do that. Come on, bro. Don't do that. Come on.
Nigga said you be taking the parking spaces in the fucking front of Target. Nigga, get this dude
Nah,
out
bro.
of here. I'm messing with you. Spence, who you got, bro?
I got Mike starting. I think for me, Mike, he affects so many people at different ages. It does me like you got kids that didn't grow up with Mike and see Mike and just go crazy. And I haven't seen that with not like too many artists. Like my daughter was like mad little, and I was like, why is she going off for Mike? She don't even know Mike.
Right.
So I gotta have Mike on there at starting. Then I got Stevie coming off the bench. Then I'm trading Prince.
All right, no doubt, no doubt. So yo, I'm reading L.A. Reid's book. Very good read, very dope read. And he tells this story of when LaFace Records first started. They signed Jermaine Jackson. I had no idea. Did y'all know Jermaine Jackson for a minute was signing LaFace Records?
I did. Yeah.
All right, you did. All right.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, they're like, yo, Jermaine, come on down to Atlanta, move your family down. We're going to bang out this album. Mike gets word of that. And Mike calls Face in LA like, yo, I want to fuck with y'all. So they like, damn, it was Michael Jackson. We got to do this. But they sneaking out of sessions with Jermaine to fly to LA to do sessions with Mike, right? So they keeping this on the low. They not telling Jermaine because they like, we don't want to tell Jermaine. Nigga get pissed. Jermaine finds out. Jermaine goes off. Fuck that nigga. He always want to fuck my shit up. Every time I work with a producer, he call him, wanting to get with them. He don't really fuck with y'all. He just doing this to mess with me, whatever. And Babyface and L.A. Reid like, yo, nigga, it's Mike. Like, I can't turn down Michael Jackson. Like, I'm sorry that your brother just happens to be the biggest star in the fucking world, but nigga, I can't do that. So Jermaine Jackson, did y'all know Jermaine Jackson made a diss song to Michael Jackson?
Yep. Word to the bad. Word to the bad.
Bro,
Yep.
I had no idea. If people watching, YouTube that right now. Word to the bad, Jermaine Jackson, and this nigga's going in on Mike. He's talking about skin. He's talking about everything, his color, everything. So in the book, they're like, yo, the song is on the radio everywhere. Boom, boom, boom. Catherine, the moms, got to call Mike and Jermaine together to her crib. Like, yo, squash this shit. Jermaine like, nah, I'm keep the record playing. And then they said Mike made a phone call. Record disappeared. You know what I mean? And you never heard from it again. But I just was so blown. I'm reading this book like, yo, get the fuck out of here. This nigga made a diss song to Mike. And it's not no, this ain't no we slap box. And this is no nigga. I'm swinging at you for real. Like this was Jermaine, like nigga, I'm sick of your shit for all these years. Like I'm sick of this. So word to the bad. If you ain't people watch, if you didn't know the LA Reid's book, great read, check it out. So much dope behind the scenes stories. But check that out. Easy. What you got up first for your first one, bro?
Oh, I thought did Vague do the second one already?
Oh, you got hip hop too, Vague? Did you do hip hop in R&B features? Oh yeah, my bad. What's your hip hop?
All right. Stove God, Rock Marcy, and West Side Gun. So I'm going to start Stove God. West Side Gun coming off the bench. Traded Rock Marcy.
Okay.
Sounds about right.
I got Stove starting, Rock Marcy off the bench, and I'm trading West. What you got, Easy?
I'm going with Vague. I'm starting Stove God. It's funny. It's funny to say that just because like you think about it, you got like when talking about catalogs and shit, he don't really got much to work with. But I do think he's that good, and we are going by what we like. And I prefer what he does. So I stick with him, Stove God. And you know, with Wes and Rock, I'm gonna go with who I listen to more, and that's Wes. I have him off the bench, and then I trade Rock. Even though, you know, ironically, Rock is the reason all these guys do what they do, but still, it's my list. Everybody.
Right, and look, real quick, that's because Easy like me, when you hear all that stupid shit, noodle in the noodle, all that bullshit that don't mean nothing, I just turn it off. So you getting traded, fam. I'm sorry. I got a little emotion. My bad.
Hey, G, who you got up, bro?
Same as Vague. I'm going start Stove and then bench West Side and then cut Rock. I'm sorry, trade Rock Marcy.
All right. Spence?
I think I'm starting West.
Okay.
Starting West. I think he just got so much more material for me to listen to.
That's fair.
So I'm gonna go with West. I'm gonna go Rock. Now Rock gonna get traded, but I'm gonna ask Stove Guy coming off the bench though.
All right. So starting West, Stove off the bench, and we trading Rock. Rock got traded tonight, boy. I tell you, I'm the only nigga got this nigga off the bench, man. He out of here. All right.
Yeah.
Easy, what you got up for your first round, man?
We about to get cooked in the comments. You guys hate Rock Marcy. You guys don't like hip hop. They're gonna cook us. My fault. So you know, I'm going hip hop. I'm going ladies. I'm going Roxanne Shante, Queen Latifah, MC Light. You got. Oh, is it me first?
Yeah.
Why don't you go first? Let me think about it. Shit, my bad.
How you fuck is your list? How you get to think about it and we know?
Okay. Damn, that's hard. I think. Damn. I think I gotta start the Queen.
All right.
I gotta start the Queen. Shit, or do I start Light? That's tough. Yeah, we'll stick with the Queen. I'll have Light coming off the bench. My man Ginobili, and I'll trade Shante. I love Shante too, but you know, it's just I think it's just more of an age thing with me.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Shit. I got Light starting, Latifah off the bench, Shante getting traded, and again, I used to be in love with Roxanne Shante. Probably one of my first hip hop crushes. Probably, you know what I mean. Roxanne's Revenge, just what she was doing in the '80s. Like, I mean, I liked the joint that Netflix did, but I'd really much rather a documentary on Shante for folk to really get what the importance of what she was for hip hop and for Queensbridge and for, you know, just women in hip hop and everything. I think the movie told the story, but to me, it wasn't the story that, I don't know if that makes sense. Like, it told the story
because it didn't emphasize on what she did for hip hop. You're absolutely right.
Right. Yeah. So it's like it told the story, but it didn't tell the story, and that's what I wanted. And I feel like the documentary could do that. So yeah, that's what I got. Vague, what you got?
Yeah, it's tough, but shit. I think I'm gonna go with starting Queen Latifah, and then Light coming off the bench, and then Trey, Roxanne, Shantae. I was a little conflicted with the one and the two, Latifah and Light, because I feel like I probably listened to more Light over the years than Queen Latifah, like especially albums. But I feel like Black Rain,
crazy.
there's not a Light album that I feel the same about. Like when I hear that shit, I'm like, nah, Latifah did everything on it. So, and I'm like you, like Roxanne Shantae is dope. Like just dissing niggas, like from the beginning, no trend, no nothing. Like I'm like these niggas. My name Roxanne. I'm dissing y'all. But she just doesn't have a lot of like material for me to like back it up besides the thing, the songs we know and stuff like that. So.
Right. How do y'all feel about that story about Shantae? How they were saying they did that tournament and she was flaming everything, but they didn't want, like, what hip hop was just coming up. They didn't want the face of it to be a 15-year-old girl. Y'all hear about that?
Yeah, I heard about that.
And she was cooking everything. Like she was clearly the winner, but they didn't want to put her face on it.
I mean, I think it's fucked up, man.
Yeah,
like, whoever cooking is cooking. If it's a 15-year-old girl, if it's a 10-year-old little boy, whoever wins the battle is what it is. You know what I mean? And that's the story that people need to know about Shantae. You know what I mean? Not saying all the stuff in the movie wasn't important, but I just don't think people really understand how important. I think people hear her name and they think it's just Roxanne's Revenge, and that's it. Not understanding Have a Nice Day, not understanding all the other shit. Feeling kind of horny was my shit. You know what I mean? Shit, that may have been the first time I heard Between the Sheet Shoes. You know what I mean? I ain't just thinking about that. It may have been the first time. But yeah. AG, what you got for this one?
Hold on. You're not skipping me, dog. I got an R&B joint, chill.
No. He ain't finished. AG and Spence didn't pick who they would pick.
My bad.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna go start Light. I'm gonna bench Shantae. I think Shantae probably got a top 3 female rap voice ever. The only rap voices I put over her is probably Kim and Fox. Like for real, Shantae's rap voice is like one of one. And then just battle rapping, the Roxanne Wars, like, I mean, everything she did, you know what I'm saying? I hate to put her over Latifah and Trey Latifah, but it is what it is. I got a bench, you know what I'm saying, Shantae. You know what I'm saying? She one of my favorite female MCs ever. And her voice is just so distinct. I got to keep her on the squad. So.
No doubt. People ain't ever heard it. Def Fresh Crew with Biz Markie. Check that out, too, for some Shantae shit. And Spence, what you got, bro?
I got MC Light as starting. I got Queen Latifah coming off the bench because I love that first album. But I like Light far as her battling Antoinette and going back and forth. And she still had some dope songs too. But I don't think she got a better album than Latifah's any of the first 2 Latifah albums though. But I just like Light. Light is the one. Then Shantae getting traded. And like I said, she was in the early stages of hip hop, so she didn't, it was a bunch of 12 inches and stuff like that. And, coming down to Philly to pop art and trying to figure stuff out. So, the industry wasn't even there yet for it to even,
That's a good point. That's a good point.
You was going to say something, Easy?
Yeah, I wanted to ask you guys a question because, I'm the young bull in this podcast.
Young boy.
no, seriously though, because y'all. I always say this to y'all. You guys lived this in real time. I didn't. I had to go back and study this shit. You know what I mean? When the Juice Crew came out, right? And how did Roxanne Shantae measure up to the other members of the Juice Crew to you guys, like in real time? Not looking back. I'm talking about in the moment.
Real time. I know for me, like when I think of the Juice Crew, I really didn't hear the Juice Crew's name like that. And maybe it may be different, vague, being from Brooklyn and me being from Philly. I ain't really hear the Juice Crew until Marley Marl's In Control in '88. You know what I mean? So keeping in mind, I heard Shantae in 84 when I'm 10 years old. Like I said, this is my first hip hop crush. So from Roxanne's Revenge, Have a Nice Day, Death Fresh Crew, all the joints that she had out, to me, Shantae's prime Shantae is probably Shantae 85, 86. So by the time I'm hearing the Juice Crew on a national level, this is where we're getting whacked, and we're kind of, you know, she's kind of like falling off, not falling off, but she's slowing down. You know what I'm saying? So by the time I heard the Juice Crew with Master Ace and Kane, and keeping in mind in real time, the first time, and again, Vague, tell me if it's different for you, I'm seeing the Juice Crew in the Symphony video. Like, this is the first time I'm seeing them together as a crew, you know, on the back of Marley Marl's cover with them at the airport. This is the first time I'm seeing them as a crew. When we're hearing Kane, I'm not hearing no shout out to the Juice Crew and none of them Kane songs. You know, I'm not hearing no shout out to the Juice Crew and G-Rap. So for me, Shantae's, her prime was before the Juice Crew was even national.
Now, you saying like she stood on her own?
Yeah, she was on her own. It was Shan and Shantae. Like,
yeah, I wasn't.
Yeah, it was like Shan, Shantae, and Biz. Like, that was kind of like, and again, Vague, by, you know, maybe
like Dimples D.
Yeah, like maybe by
Dimples
Mr. Magic being on the radio, and maybe by him saying the Juice Crew, but on a national level, I didn't hear the Juice Crew to me didn't pop until Marley's In Control. Before that, it was just Shan, Shantae, and Biz. That was what I thought was a crew, and I don't even know if I called them the Juice Crew yet. But Vague, you being from New York, was it different? Oh, my bad, Spence. No, you got it.
I know the year before the Symphony, they actually had a song called Juice Crew All Stars, and it was like Dimple D, Cool G Rap, and stuff like that. So they was on it. Shan, that was like 87, and then you heard the.
That's a good point too, because Cool C had the Juice Crew disc. Mm-hmm. But that was like 88.
A little later.
That was
88, 89.
So what you're saying is you never really compared her to the other guys.
Yeah, like Prime Shantae wasn't there with Prime Kane, Cool G, Master Ace, and Craig G. It's kind of like that's why
she predated him.
Yeah, and to me, Whack It was the wackest song on In Control, which I was kind of salty about. I'm like, damn, you know, you got all this heat, and then you gave Shantae, like, you know, I don't know if that was a joke or that was supposed to be some type of spoof or something, but I didn't get how Shantae didn't have a harder song on that album. You know what I mean? Hey, what about you being from NY? Was it different?
No, I think you're on point with that, because to me, it felt like Biz, and it felt like everybody was like solo, even though Mark was working on their music. So hearing early Kane and Roxanne and Biz, it was the Juice Crew wasn't a thing like that. You know what I'm saying? Juice Crew All Stars was kind of like an introduction, like, oh, they're a crew. But by the time they dropped that album, it felt like Shantae wasn't a part of it, really. Because, you know, even when I was looking at the video and all that, I'm thinking, like, where is Shantae? But not realizing that. Yeah, I'm not realizing, like, she was hot in the early 80s, early mid 80s. So, I think,
and just for people watching, this is the album cover. This is the back of Marley's In Control. And it's like Shantae's not even on the cover, you know, which is crazy, you know. So
that's the shit I don't like, you know what I mean? This shit I just, it made me think of, like, you know how, you know, aside from Biggie, Lil Kim was cooking everybody in Junior Mafia. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then, you know, you had Fox, who obviously was not held in as high regard as, you know, Nas and AZ, but, you know, she was like, yo, she was going toe to toe with them. I was just curious how did you know, Shantae hold up against guys like Kane, G-Rap, because, you know, these are two arguable top fives all time. So how was it? You know, I was just curious. I didn't even know all that.
And then G-Rap write a couple joints for Shantae too, like Have a Nice Day and stuff like that.
I think I heard that.
That diss record she put out when she tried to come back and she was dissing all the female MCs, like Big Mama, something like that. G-Rap wrote that, which was crazy. Yeah.
But like Prime Shantae to me is 86. So she kind of predates all them dudes. You know what I mean? So that's the thing. AG, did you have any thoughts on that?
I was just saying the same thing in agreement. Like, I think, you know, her era kind of, you know, predated all that with the Juice Crew. You know what I mean? Because, even though I'm a little bit younger, I'm about to turn 45 next month. I don't like my recollection of the Juice Crew. She wasn't even around, when the Juice Crew was like, really making noise. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
Yeah. All right. And what's your R&B, John?
My bad. I kind of took us off track, but I was curious.
No. Bro, here's the thing, man. I love the questions, and that's dope for people watching. It's one of the things I love about E. Like, this is when, if you weren't there, this is a great space to find out what it was like. You know what I mean? So now you ain't taking us off for nothing, bro.
Well, here we go. I'm about to expose your age a little more. Sam Cooke, Marvin Gaye, Stevie Wonder.
Jesus Christ. Where's JR with the red cup when you need him?
Yeah,
I like this one. I like this one.
You know what I mean?
Sam Cooke, Marvin Gaye, and Stevie Wonder. Ooh.
Yes, sir.
I'm not answering that shit. Mm-mm.
You see?
I like this one.
You taking a shot there, Vegas? You taking a shot?
That is.
You on
blasphemy.
You know what's mad funny is that I did it like when just now when I did the last one, I didn't know I was answering it too. Like I was under the impression I never even thought of it. I never thought of this either. I mean, I think I'll go. Man, that's tough. And I know, I go back and I listen to a lot of Sam Cooke now, but I didn't live that, so I gotta trade him on the strength for that. But when you hear his story and it was so iconic, you know what I mean, that it's almost like criminal to say that. But if I gotta go with what I'm most familiar with in real time, because I do go back and listen to a lot of Marvin. I probably listen to more Marvin now of the three. I'd probably go Stevie. I start Stevie. I bench Marvin and I trade Sam Cooke.
All right. For me, Stevie starting, Marvin's coming off the bench, trading Sam Cooke. Veg, you just not even fucking with this one, right?
Nah, I got it. Yeah. Starting Stevie, Marvin's coming off the bench, but Sam Cooke, powerful singer. He's kind of like Whitney, right? Where it's just flawless. Like you listen to them sing and they're like, this is what a natural gift is, because it's effortless for him. But he getting traded. I'm sorry. After shit,
and so ahead of his time with the ownership aspect and all that.
Right.
Like when you see the story, I'm like, wow, this is crazy. Like they definitely wanted him out of here. Crazy.
AG, what you got?
I agree with everybody else. I'm gonna stop discriminating against the blind, like Kill said. I'm gonna start Stevie, and I'm gonna bench Marvin, and then I'm gonna trade Sam. So,
all right, Spence.
Yeah, I'm gonna just go the same order because, like I said, I'm not as familiar with Sam Cooke as the others, so I'm not even gonna be able to judge that like that.
Enough.
You're right. No, I feel you. All right, AG, what you got for your first round?
Since we talking Juice Crew a minute ago, I was gonna save this one for later because it's a big Joker one, but we might as well go ahead and put it on the table now. Golden era lyricists, the big three: Rakim, Kool G Rap, and Kane. So I'm gonna start Rakim. Although controversial, I'm gonna bring Kool G Rap off the bench, and I'm gonna cut. I'm sorry, I keep saying cut, but I'm gonna trade Kane. I feel like I want to keep G-Rap and bring him off the bench because I feel like G-Rap has had more longevity. You know what I'm saying? G-Rap is more my style. You know what I'm saying? In real time, I mess with G-Rap more in both of their primes than I did with Kane. Although Kane is on all-time lists, Kane is usually held higher than G-Rap. I got to trade Kane.
All right. Same. I got Rakim, starting Rakim, G-Rap coming off the bench, Kane getting traded. And y'all know that nigga's like the Rosa Parks for dark skinned niggas, so that's saying a lot right there. That Kane gotta get traded. Vague, what you got?
Man, I hate to do it to Brooklyn, but not this time. Rakim starting, G-Rap off the bench, gotta trade Kane.
I'm shocked. I thought I was gonna be on the island with that. Man, that's crazy.
Kane's my guy. I wanted to be that nigga, like you know what I'm saying? Like,
hell yeah, hell yeah. Yeah. What you got, A?
AG, man, I just met you, but you a foul nigga, but I gotta start. I got off of influence alone and like longevity. I gotta start G-Rap.
That's what's up.
I gotta start the Cool Genius, man. You know, and I gotta break, like, I kind of gotta break down the deciding factor here is the cool factor. So I'm bringing Kane off the bench. I'm trading Rakim.
Wow.
That sounds crazy. It sounds super crazy. I feel crazy. I kind of hope Kill edits that, but you know what I'm saying? Like, it sounds crazy to say, but Cool G Rap. You know, we did a whole episode on him. Like, I know y'all know what's up with G Rap.
Kane, 1-on-1.
Kane is just. I just feel like, I feel like Kane can do everything Rock can do. He's just cooler. My opinion, you know what I'm saying?
Right. Nah.
You know what I mean? My opinion. So that's a deciding factor for me.
Yeah. Nah, I mean, my Cool G Rap Kane thing has kind of shifted. We did a show a year, maybe 2 years ago. G Rap would have been getting traded, and it would have been Rakim Kane and G Rap. So I feel you. AG, we already said you're a Spence. What you got?
I got Ra starting because pretty much changed everything.
Yeah.
So I gotta have him there. G, longevity, still doing stuff to this day. And then I gotta have Kane coming off the bench because after the first 2 albums, it was a wrap for me a little bit. I kept trying, I kept buying them, but it just wasn't happening to the joint he did on Big L joint. Then I was like, damn, he might be back. But yeah, I got him. I'm got him traded.
All right. AG, you got any R&B?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Neo Soul ladies. So go with Lauryn Hill, Miss Jill Scott, who just dropped an album this past week, and Erykah Badu. So I'm gonna I'm gonna start Miss Lauryn Hill. I'm gonna have Miss Jill Scott coming off the bench, and I hate to do it, but I gotta trade Erykah Badu.
Okay. I got Badu starting, Lauryn Hill coming off the bench. I'm trading Jelly from Philly.
You doing Philly like that?
I may not be able to get a cheesesteak next month, but hey, it is what it is. Man. And I fuck with the new shit. I fuck with the new album. Where is this? Right here. Got the vinyl. So, I mean, haven't even sparked it yet, but it is what it is, man. What you got, Veg?
I'm starting Erykah Badu. Jill Scott coming off the bench. Because we talking about singing. Lauryn Hill's getting traded. Because those first two, not that Lauryn can't sing. Those first two put up numbers in the singing category. If we talking about rapping, Jill Scott didn't do too bad actually on this new album. I ain't gonna lie. I was like, wait, which one is her? Like, you know what I'm saying? But
Preemo shocked me with that beat. That don't sound like your average Preemo beat either.
Yeah, I was like, where was this?
Stop, man, stop. Look, AG, look. AG,
we ain't going back to light years. We ain't going back.
Crazy.
Right.
Easy. What you got, bro?
Hey, yo, Vague, I don't know where you've been the entire start of the show, but we're talking about rapping and singing. Miss Lauryn Hill starting. Thank you very much. And then I'm gonna take this is tough, man, because I really like these women equally, but if I had to pick of both of their bodies of work, if there was one album that I played the most between them both, it was Erykah Badu first album. So I'm gonna bring Erykah Badu off the bench, and I'm gonna trade Jill from the Phil. I love Jill Scott though, man. I really do, man. I really appreciate her.
All right, AG, who you got? Oh, you said yours.
Oh, this is my joint, yeah.
Yeah, Spence, who you got?
I got Badu starting, North Philly coming off the bench, Jill, and I'm definitely trading Lauryn.
You said definitely get her out of here.
Spence definitely bought a concert ticket for sure. He said that shit like he got a grudge.
I want the one and I left.
Exactly. You said that shit like you got smoked.
She ain't show up.
It was just super late. I went to the Nas and Lauryn Hill joint at the Electric Factory, and it got so late. I was like, man, I'm out of here, man.
Yo, that's crazy, bro. And it's crazy, like she tries to say like she's with her kids, like, you know, nothing takes precedence over family. Well, then don't fucking go on tour. But Neither here nor there.
I was just trying to figure out the show. Why is she closing? I just thought Nas should have been closing, but maybe they got a certain relationship.
Go diamond, bro.
Yeah,
Nas ain't win
I went to the same show. Nas was the closer.
He wasn't closing when I wanted to.
But that's the same. He probably went first to accommodate for her lateness while she was trying to save the world.
While she was feeding her children,
homegirl
opened up
Uber
Eats.
Anko, what's her name? Janelle Anko.
Janelle.
Yeah, she opened up for them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Spence, who you got for your first round, bro?
I got this joint. I got Ghost, Nas, and G-Rap, but it's based on storytelling.
Okay.
Based only on storytelling. So I got Nas as a starter. I got Ghost coming off the bench. And I hate to do it, but I got G-Rap traded.
All right. Strictly off of storytelling, I agree. I got Ghost starting, Nas off the bench, and then Nas starting.
No. I got Nas starting. Ghost.
Yeah, my bad. That's what I meant. That's what I got. Nas starting, Ghost coming off the bench, G-Rap getting traded, based solely off
storytelling. Yeah, I'm not only storytelling.
Right. That's what I got too. Vague, what you got?
Ghostface stories. Sean, the game in the house a bit. Come on, man. What the fuck?
Yeah.
G-Rap and Ghost get traded.
I like Ghost because
I know, yo. When I hear Shaky Dog, I see everything, man. I be on the edge of my seat, like, what the fuck happened? He had a pit bull. Yeah, I do with G-Rap. I do. But
on the run. I think Ghost just brings that feeling to it. Cinematic.
It's something about Ghost. I'll be like,
cinematic.
And then what happened at London's house? And then what happened?
I'm getting busy.
It's like, yo, then what, nigga? Don't stop the story. Keep going, nigga.
Impossible.
I would just
my shit.
Well, I think Nas is number one because he's almost like slept on storyteller. A lot of times people don't even mention him.
Which is great.
G-Rap, shit, that's all he did tell was stories. The only reason why I don't say Ghost is Ghost put out a full-on storytelling album and I didn't understand what the fuck it was about.
That was that Ghostini joint, right?
The Wizard of Poetry. The Wizard of Poetry joint.
The Adrian Young joint.
Yeah.
And then Apollo Brown remixed it or something like that.
Yeah, that was way better. Production wise, that one was way better.
Yeah, he remixed that joint.
Easy, who you got?
Gotta go Nas starting. I've never had one storytelling conversation where Nas wasn't mentioned. Vague, by the way. I don't know where that slept on shit came from, but I feel like Nas is always mentioned. So Nas definitely starting, but you know, like G-Rap is like I get more like cinema from his stories, but I feel like Ghostface has more classic storytelling moments that are more like memorable. So I think I'll take Ghostface off the bench, and then I trade G-Rap, which is crazy because I just started them over Rakim and Kane 2 minutes ago. Wow. But we just basing it on storytelling, so that's where I'm going.
All right, AG, what you got?
This was dope, Spence. I got a storytelling one too that I'm gonna use later, but for this one I'm gonna go Nas for the starter. Definitely got to keep Ghost on the team for coming off the bench, and got to trade G-Rap.
All right. G-Rap getting traded, boy, I tell you. It's rough out here in these Twitter streets. Next joint I got up. Hip-hop groups out the 90s. Organized.
Did Spence do the R&B joint?
My bad.
Yeah.
No, I'm good on that.
You appreciate it, though. Yeah, he ain't no R&B. He's like, fuck that shit, man.
That's just gangster.
Yeah. It's like that R&B shit, nigga. I'm like doing that shit. 90s hip hop groups. I got Black Moon, Organized Confusion, and Naughty by Nature.
Dope.
Black Moon, How Many MCs Who Got the Props, Buck 'Em Down, Naughty, OPP, Hip Hop Parade, Ghetto Bastard, Feel Me Flow, Organized Confusion, Stretch, Fudge Pudge, Straight Bullet. I Am Starting Black Moon. I am bringing Naughty off the bench, and Organized Confusion is getting traded. I'm gonna come backwards on this one. Spence, who you got for this?
You said Black Moon, Organized, and
Naughty by Nature.
I think I'm going Naughty by Nature starting.
Okay.
I got Naughty starting. I got Organized coming off the bench. Then I got Black Moon traded. Cause they don't. I listened to the one album. I don't really listen to nothing else from Black Moon.
Right. I feel you. I think me and Walt are the only two people who loved Warzone. I love their second album, but the shit
Where the fuck you not?
It came out like 9 years later, so I think that hurt
that shit.
That's a there's some shit on that album.
That Whirlwind on there, that Onslaught. Come on, that shit got joints. The rest, all that shit. Come on, man.
The single was whack. That 2 turntables and a mic was whack. Not whack, but it just wasn't. But
it is they sampled that record in the time where the entire world just sampled it. It was just bad timing,
right.
I think.
Right. I mean, right. AG, what you got? Naughty, Organized, or Black Moon?
I'm gonna start Naughty. They just meant so much to hip hop, breaking through to the mainstream. You know what I'm saying? And Tretch, one of the dopest MCs of all time. I'm gonna bench Black Moon and then probably trade Organized Confusion.
All right, easy. What about you?
I'm starting Naughty, man. You can't, stress enough how underrated Tretch is and that gift that he had of being super fun and super street with believability. That shit, man, that shit is so overlooked. You know what I mean? Like, you was out there waving your hands. He had you like this, but you knew not to fuck with him. Type shit, like, you know what I mean? Like, you believed it. That's definitely he's a slept on aspect of his, his arsenal. So I'm starting Naughty for sure. Black Moon, man, I listen to Black Moon more than all these groups. So I'm definitely taking them off the bench. I listen to Digging in the Vaults like a motherfucker to this day. I shit. And then I fuck with Organized Confusion heavily, but I'm trading them.
All right. And Vague, what you got?
Same thing for me. Naughty by Nature starting. For all the things that was said about Tretch, and they did it with more than one album. You know what I'm saying? It was a time where Naughty by Nature was at the top in hip hop. Black Moon, just saying some of the same things, to be honest, when it comes to Buckshot. Switching his style. You know what I'm saying? Them remixes, like, none of them miss. Like, it's just dope. And, I love Organized, but I would have to trade them.
All right. And on the R&B front, we're going to some 90s groups. We are doing Dru Hill, Black Street, and Silk. We got Dru Hill, Sleeping in My Bed, We're Not Making Love, These Are the Times, Black Street, Before I Let You Go, No Diggity, Don't Leave, Silk, Freak Me and Lose Control. I'm starting Dru Hill. Black Street is coming off the bench. Silk is getting traded. I love Dru Hill, man. I think I don't know how they end up so far down on people's list. For me, it's like Boyz II Men, Jodeci, and Dru Hill, and I don't have no specific order, but to me, those three are it for me. So that's why I got Dru Hill starting, Black Street off the bench, Silk getting traded. Vay, what you got?
Same thing, starting Dru Hill.
Yeah.
Black Street coming off the bench. Mainly because, like, the same thing you said, like Dru Hill, those first 2 albums and those songs, like they could have had one album and called it quits. And that first album is just a classic. Obviously, like one of those groups where everybody could sing. You know what I'm saying? A couple of times I didn't even know who was taking the lead. Obviously, Cisco's voice is recognizable, but you just didn't realize like all of those dudes was talented like that. And trading Silk, but to this day, man, If You, and Meeting in My Bedroom is heavy rotation since the shit's dropped.
Girl, You For Me is my shit to this day.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
man,
God, they going off on them records. So yeah.
All right, E, what you got?
I'm starting Drew Hill, man. Kill, I think you answered your question when you mentioned Jodeci. I feel like that people underrate them because they feel like there was a Jodeci rip.
Right.
But I honestly like, and I love Jodeci. I probably prefer them a little over Drew Hill, but I feel like this is a, Candyman Aaron Hall instance where the student surpassed the teacher. Because when you line up them hits, it's not close, and it's not in Jodeci's favor. We're being honest, you know what I'm saying? We're being completely real. But yeah, I'm starting.
I don't know. I think Jodeci's hits was big. I love Drew Hill, but come and talk to me.
I'm talking about the list, though.
Oh yeah, the list. Yeah,
How many?
Right.
How many? Like I said, I would prefer Jodeci personally, but when you're talking about how many, but yeah, I'm gonna start Drew Hill. I'm doing the same. I got Blackstreet coming off the bench. Blackstreet got a lot of major records, and then still got some bangers too, but they getting traded for sure.
Right. AG, what you got?
Same. You gotta start Drew Hill. Classic in that era. Gotta bring Blackstreet off the bench, and although trading Silk, like Veg said, man, he had some joints, man. I used to burn them R&B, you know what I'm saying, CD playlist, man. Back in the day, Silk was a requisite, man. They had to be on there. Yeah. So, hate to trade them, but yeah, they on the trading block.
Yeah, Lose Control was my shit when that dropped. I was like, yo, this is what Slow Jam's supposed to be. Spence, what you got, bro?
Damn, because Drew Hill had some joints. Blackstreet had a couple joints too. Like,
yeah.
Had a couple joints too, man. Like, I'm definitely trading Silk. That's not even a question. So it's probably a toss-up for me between Blackstreet and Drew Hill. It don't really matter because they both had joints. Like the remix with the Brat and Jermaine Dupri, Killing in My Bed joint. Blackstreet, Before I Let Go, and they both had joints. So it doesn't really matter for me with that.
All right. No doubt. Veg, what you got up for your round two, man?
All right, round two. Let's start with some Neo Soul, D'Angelo, Maxwell, and Music Soul Child.
Nice.
D'Angelo's my guy. Mr. Everything. Like he literally could do everything on the production side, on the singing side. Got to go with Maxwell second. Prime Maxwell, especially in concert, was something to witness. And then, I love Music Soul Child. I think he always wanted to be a rapper because sometimes a lot of his songs, especially his fast songs, always felt more like he was rapping than singing. But he could sing too, and he got joints, and he got a lot of like later albums that were slept on also. Like, it's crazy. He definitely has more out. He's put out more than the two, but I just feel like when you talk about his best versus their best, even though Maxwell has more than D'Angelo, I feel like there's just more there. So I would start D'Angelo, Maxwell come off the bench, and trade Music Soul Child.
Yeah, mine's the exact same thing, man. So yeah, same exact thing. Easy, what you got?
Shit. See, like I want to start Maxwell because of the voice, but then I want to start Music Soul Child because of the catalog. But Maxwell does have the greater album for me, so I'm going to start Maxwell. I'm going to bring Music Soul Child off the bench, and I'm going to trade D'Angelo because the way y'all overrate that nigga's discography is crazy to me. Rest in peace, though. Rest in peace. He trailblazer. He's all that. He's definitely one of them ones, but the way y'all overrate that Black Messiah shit, bro, damn, man, like the most expensive fucking frisbee in history.
Damn, man, you too hard, man. You too hard, man.
Rest in peace, though. I fuck with D'Angelo. Don't get me wrong. I mean, if I can say it about Jay and Nas, I can say it about anybody.
I feel you. AG, what you got, bro?
Yo, I got starting D'Angelo, bench Maxwell, and trade trade music. All three of them phenomenal, great albums. I actually had a conversation about Maxwell today with one of my homies because we was talking about concerts and who we had been to see the most times, and he was like, "You wouldn't believe who I've been to see the most times." And I was like, "Who?" And he was like, "I've been to see Maxwell like 4 times." And he said he took his lady because his lady a major Maxwell fan. He said he took his lady to see Maxwell 4 different times, and that got me thinking. And I'm not the biggest, you know what I'm saying. Nas my favorite MC, and I'm not the biggest Streets Disciple fan. But I was like, let me put on that No One Else in the Room, the Maxwell joint. You know what I'm saying? From that album, I was listening to that before I rode home today, and they give me off the wall vibes. You know what I'm saying? Like that record on Streets Disciple, it was one of the dopest songs on that record. So I was literally just listening to that a few hours ago. So. Yeah, Maxwell definitely got to stay on the team, but hate the trade Music Soul Child, but he got to go.
I hear you.
But Hit Boy did a dope joint for Music Soul Child. His last joint that Hit Boy produced.
I still got tapped into that. I haven't heard that joint.
Man, Hit Boy, you know what I'm saying? Speaking of Nas and that whole connection or whatever, Hit Boy, like, you know what I'm saying? He produced a dope Music Soul Child record from front to back.
Now, is he rapping or he's singing?
Singing.
Oh, he's singing. It's called Victims and is it Victims and Villains? The name of it.
He got joint on it. White Rice, Deja Vu, stuff like that on there.
Yeah. The whole album's fire, man, front to back.
All right, no doubt. Spence, who you got?
I got Maxwell starting because just like AG, I probably seen Maxwell more than anybody. As far as those other artists, like my wife and I seen Maxwell and Nas at the Valentine's concert in the Barclay. We done seen them in Philly. We done seen them in DC. We done seen Maxwell everywhere. We done seen him at the Tower on 69th Street when he first came out. So it's Maxwell starting.
One of them ones.
Yeah, Music Soul Child second for me because I probably played him more than I played D'Angelo, to be honest.
Thank you.
Like his first 3 joints, I was playing that all the time, especially running back and forth from Philly to Penn State, taking my kids to school. They was in the rotation heavy. And then I got D'Angelo.
Yo, Spence, I just want to say thank you so much for agreeing with me. I feel like I was really exposing my light skin by not putting D'Angelo at the top. I feel like my light skin was just like, yo, thank you. So I needed that, bro. Thank you, man.
Yeah, and I
Any
think
dark,
too,
dark skin too?
You know what I'm saying?
Any dark skin co-signing you? Yeah.
Yeah.
And that
They was probably listening to me like, look at this
so
white boy.
crazy, man. Philly was so crazy with Jill, Music Soul Child, Family Soul, Kid and Family Soul. Like it was crazy with all the R&B at the time.
Yeah, no doubt.
They was ready to call me a white boy. Thank you, man.
Nigga dumb as hell. What's your hip hop joints? Easy.
Hip hop. Let's take it. We're gonna take it to the production side, man. DJ Premier,
Hey, hold up.
Dr. Dre.
I think I was supposed to go, right? No.
Oh, I'm bugging. Y'all know me. It's been a long week. My bad. Yeah, Vague. You
Well, hip hop.
Your hip hop. Yeah, your hip hop.
All right, real quick. This is the West Coast Ghostwriter column. Not what they go with, but you know, DOC, Ice Cube, and MC Ren. Start DOC. Like I know he got one album.
Whoa, Vague. Are you basing this off of? You said this
Not off of what they wrote for people. I just said
okay.
it because of they were like for easy.
But this is them as MCs, not just you know how Spence did. These are just stories. Okay, this is just MC. Period. Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, I would start DOC. I mean, unfortunately for him,
bro. I'm shocked.
I don't know.
I'm shocked. I knew you was gonna start Cube.
I mean, yeah, but yeah. I'm going off of like just straight up rapping skills, not necessarily songwriting. Even though you know DOC ghostwrote a couple songs, but he didn't perform like Ice Cube did. So I'm just going off of rapping.
Right, right.
So I would just take DOC because I feel like his ceiling as a rapper was much higher than Ice Cube's. I think we just like Ice Cube for his his clever rhymes, his storytelling. He's definitely coming off the bench.
Right.
And then I would just trade Ren, even though Ren was one of my favorites also. So,
all right, no doubt. Easy. For me, I got Cube, DOC, and Ren for me. Easy. What you got?
I mean, if we talking rapping, I'm starting Ren, but it's Ice Cube is the easiest start in history here. It's Ice Cube. If you're just talking overall, we talking Cube, and then I guess you got to go DOC, because DOC got a body of work that I go back to, and then I'll trade Ren.
Okay, all right. AG, what you got?
Gotta start Cube. Cube was my first favorite rapper when I was able to say, this is my favorite rapper. When I was able to come up with a ranking. So, gotta start Cube. I'm going to bench DOC, and his only album is a classic and definitely a dope writer. And as much as I hate to do it, I gotta trade the villain.
Yeah.
All right, Spence.
Cube starting, DOC off the bench, and Ren I'm trading.
All right.
Pretty much self-explanatory.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't know if it's self-explanatory, man. Ren nice, man. Don't do that. Don't do that, Spence.
Ren is nasty.
What you like? What was it? Our Shot? Did you like that album?
Nah.
It really is easy, bro.
Ren is dope in a group in that NWA set.
Yeah, in a setting, he's a complimentary. Yeah,
right. Now I did like, was it Up in the Alley? That was fire. That little EP, I think it was like Kiss My Ass EP or something like that.
Yeah, that was I think coming off of Niggas for Life, like Ren was my favorite in NWA. So I think my expectations of Ren's solo. So when I got that Kiss My Ass, I thought it was I'm expecting, it may sound crazy, but I'm expecting America's Most Wanted. Not with Cube's political prowess and things like that, but just as far as lyrical, like coming off of Niggas for Life, I think Ren just assassinated that whole album. So coming from that, I am expecting, whether it be an EP or album or whatever from Ren, I'm expecting it to be crazy, and that Kiss My Ass was alright, but I didn't love it for what I felt like he was capable of giving.
This may sound like a weird analogy, but to me it makes sense in my brain. But for me, Ren was Deck before Deck, if that makes sense, in a group setting.
Yeah, I can see that.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I could definitely see that. All right, E, what you got up, bro?
Vay got an R&B or no?
Yeah, I started.
Ray starts off. He starts off with the R&B with Maxwell, D'Angelo.
Yeah, you're right. My fault. Damn, I'm bugging. All right, so I'm gonna go. The producers. I already threw it out there. DJ Premier, Pete Rock, and Dr. Dre. So I'm starting the greatest of all time. That's Premier. I'm benching the only other answer to the greatest of all time, which is Dr. Dre. And as much as I hate to do it, I gotta trade Pete Rock.
All right. I can hear the Boom Bap Avengers assembling around your house.
Oh yeah. But you know what? It's all good because I put Dre second though, so that's not even true. Anybody else?
I ain't mad at that. I'm mad at that.
I got Preem, Pete, and Dre just based off of Dre started dipping into that. I don't know who produced what shit, and then the longevity of Pete. Like Pete just dropped that Calm album, which is crazy. So I heard Pete when I was in 11th grade and I was 16, and that nigga just dropped to me a 5-mic album, last year, and I'm 51. Like that's some shit, and you got that kind of record with no blemishes, no flags on the play. Oh, I ain't produced that, or Scott Scorch. I produced those 5 tracks. Yeah, so Pete starting Preem, Pete coming off the bench, and then Dre getting traded. Veg, what you got?
Starting Preemo, Dre coming off the bench, and trading Pete Rock. Obviously, I love all 3 top 5 producers for me, but somebody gotta go.
Yeah,
I feel you, bro. I feel you. AG, who you got?
I ain't gonna hold you, but I like RZA more than all of them, but he wasn't a choice, so I'm gonna.
We have a
gotta-
new application to the
somebody,
Bootstrap
bro.
Avengers. Just
Right, this dude at KFC talking about. I know I'm at KFC, but I really want a Big Mac if possible.
I just
You know what
had
I
to throw.
I know it ain't
I
on
just
the
had to-
menu, but
I just had to throw up the Woo symbol real quick. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna start Premier, and we're gonna let Dre come off the bench, and we're gonna cut Pete.
Trade Pete.
right.
We gonna
you
trade
love
Pete.
you love the cutting, man. You
these niggas
deep
on
down
My
inside
bad, man.
AG
Trade.
like deep down inside AG like yo, fuck whoever last, man. Cut them niggas, man. You just go.
My
down
bad,
with
man. My bad.
else. I'm joking, man. Spence, who you got, bro?
I think I'm gonna start Dre. I'll be honest, man.
So
Okay.
I ain't mad at it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think Dre done did so much, like from the NWA, then the Snoop era,
Yeah.
like Eminem. I'm not saying he did all Eminem stuff, but just bringing so many other people in, changing the game. Like I gotta put him up there. Then I got Preem coming off the bench. Then I'm trading Pete Rock.
All right. I ain't mad at that. You got an R&B joint easy?
I do. Donnell Jones, Joe Thomas, Carl Thomas.
This nigga went to Joe.
Joe Thomas, one of my favorites, like ever. One of my favorite voices. One of my favorite discographies in R&B. He's starting for sure. I prefer Carl Thomas's voice more than Donnell Jones, but Donnell got one of them trifectas. First 3 albums is going crazy. Carl Thomas didn't want to, he didn't want to record at all. He just didn't want to go to the studio, from what I hear. So I gotta bring Donnell Jones off the bench, and we gotta trade Carl Thomas.
Yeah, what Easy just said, I agree.
Yeah.
Veg?
who's Joe Thomas though?
Joe.
Oh,
Just Joe.
Oh, ball head Joe.
Yeah.
Nobody knows about his last name.
I didn't know.
That's why I said, damn, the nigga went with the government. Like, ain't nobody ever called that nigga Joe Thomas before.
I didn't know who.
He tried to flip the Joe Thomas and Carl Thomas, but yeah, you talking about Joe. Dirty Mac Joe. That's what you talking about.
Porsche, shout out Porsche's man.
yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, man.
I'm gonna go with. I'm starting Donnell Jones because he got a lot of joints I love. Not that the others don't, but Carl Thomas coming off the bench. His second and third album were dope. I just think, to Easy's point, the nigga was lazy, and that shit came out after that shit. People wasn't really paying attention to Bad Boy like that anymore. But I probably was the only nigga that bought him.
Was his second and third album?
First and second, or second and third?
Right?
No, I think
Emotional was the first.
Yeah, Emotional
was the first.
Bad Boy.
I think the second one was on Bad Boy. I don't know about the
Yeah,
third.
let's talk about it. That's a good one, too.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that Dirty Mackie nigga getting cut. Okay. Like, he getting cut. Nah, he got joints I like, but I would trade Joe.
All right. AG, what you got?
Yeah, I'm going with starting Joe. You got the Dirty Mac playbook. Carl Thomas to come off the bench, and Donnell Jones getting traded.
All right.
All three of them got great joints though.
Yeah. And Spence?
I'm probably picking Carl Thomas first because I probably played his first album more than the other ones. Then he had my joint with him and Faith over Phone Tap. Yeah, that was so I played that to death. Then I got Joe was gonna be traded, and I got Donnell Jones coming off the bench.
All right. AG, what you got for your second round, bro?
All right. For hip hop, the theme of this one is going to be native tongue trios. We got Tribe, De La, and Jungle Brothers. So I'm going to start De La. I'm going to bench Tribe, and then I'm going to trade the Jungle Brothers. Reason why I'm starting De La over Tribe, I think with Cabin in the Sky, they surpassed Tribe on the number of classic albums they have.
All right.
So that's why I do it. If we counting them up, I think De La got more classics than Tribe at this point.
I mean, again, and it's your favorite. So I mean, even if you just with De La more, you know, De La could have one classic, the 8 Tribe classic.
True.
But for me, starting Tribe, benching De La, and as much as I hate to say, Jungle Brothers got to come off the bench because I think their first 2 albums are classic. Anybody who knows me knows my favorite Native Tongue group is the Jungle Brothers, but I do play Tribe more. Hold the fuck up. Nah.
I'm not doing it.
Nah. It's gonna be some blasphemous shit right here. Tribe is starting, Jungle off the bench, and De La is getting traded. That's how much I love them first 2 JB albums. Like, them shits damn near raised me. So yeah, I know that's the probably one out the easy talking about the comments. That's gonna be it right there for the comments. That I just cut De La Soul for the Jungle Brothers, but it is what it is. Vay, what you got?
Starting Tribe, De La coming off the bench, and trading Jungle Brothers. And I think for me, Tribe is my favorite group, so you know that's kind of like an obvious one. I think I've been even more impressed with De La over the years, for a lot of reasons. AG said, like, especially when I did that like run through their albums and rankings, and you go back to these albums and you just like, damn, they got a lot of shit. Like, they got a lot of dope albums. Like, you could take 2 or 3 and cut the rest of their career off and it still would be respectable, flawless in some ways. And with Jungle Brothers, I love Jungle Brothers, but I feel like I was young when they were like flourishing, so I liked songs, but I wasn't like listening to Jungle Brothers albums and stuff like that. So
damn, now y'all got me thinking. All right, fuck it. We going back. Tribe, De La, and Jungle. Jungle gotta get traded. Because vague, that's a great.
It's the easiest trade.
De La got, like you said, you could just stop after Balloon Mind State and their discography is still crazy. And then you could stop again after the Grind Date and it was still. So, all right, yeah. So, I renege.
Classics everywhere, man.
Throw it back.
BP High and Rise and Stakes is Hot. Like, I mean,
yeah.
De La's dead. Cabin in the Sky, most recently, man, they got. Yeah, man.
Speaking of Cabin, I mean, this joint, I'm still playing this joint all the time. It's just getting too much burn. So, yeah. Who you got?
Again, man, easiest trade of the night. Jungle Brothers. Tribe and De La, that's very. That's a tough one for me because, you know, I know growing up I listened to Tribe more, but I feel like De La got, you know, their shit front to back is their catalog front to back is better. And I also believe that Paz is one of the most underappreciated MCs walking the planet. I feel like he's far superior to both the MCs and Tribe. So I'm gonna start De La. I'm gonna bench Tribe, and I'm gonna trade Jungle Brothers.
All right. And then Spence, what you got, bro?
This is a hard one for me because I played Jungle Brothers a lot. And I mean, I was of age, so I was 17, 18. So I was hearing it all at the time.
Yeah.
So. But probably got Tribe starting, De La coming off the bench, and Jungle's like traded, man. But I hate to do it because especially that second album. I play that second album like to this day, like it just came out. But yeah.
Y'all old niggas trading them to the Supersonics. Like damn, man.
Yeah,
on the team. But like PE, go over there.
Them first 2 Jungle Brothers album, I mean, Straight Outta Jungle may be a top 10 favorite hip hop album for me ever. Like favorite, not the dopest, but one of my favorites, and done by the forces of nature.
Like,
yeah, but
like bees on the
if you could trade Pete Rock, you can trade the Jungle Brothers, man. Let's keep this shit moving, dog.
I mean, I traded Dr. Dre.
Brothers, man.
You know what I'm saying? If you could trade Dr. Dre, you could trade the Jungle Brothers, man. Stop crying, man. Let's go.
Be there
What
for
is
the
going on
JBs,
here, man?
man.
I listen.
JB.
You know what? I listen
You
to
had
our
to
house.
be there.
Wrap it up, B.
You had to be- you had to
I mean,
Man.
I did the wackest windmills to our house, you too, bro. Don't worry about it. You don't gotta feel bad
be there,
about it.
man. You had to be there. Who just did that one? That was you, AG, right? You
Yeah,
got an R one?
Yeah, let's go with 90s R&B songstress. Let's go with Leah, Brandy, and Monica. I'm going to start that she's probably out of the three not the best vocalist, but I was in love with Aaliyah, so I'm definitely starting Aaliyah. I think she had the best songs out of the three. Far as benching, I'm going to bench Brandy. Brandy had, this is where I wish JR was on here. You know what I'm saying? Far as for her vocalist, performances and the hits that she had. And I hate to do it, but I gotta trade Monica.
Yeah. This is one of my joints too. I had Brandy, I Want to Be Down, Almost Doesn't Count, Sitting in My Room. Aaliyah, You That Somebody, 1 in a Million, Back and Forth. Monica, Before You Walk Out My Life, Don't Take It Personal, So Gone. But I got Brandy starting, Aaliyah coming off the bench, and Monica getting traded. So, you know what I mean? Brandy's the vocal Bible, man, and I see why people say that about her. The shit Brandy can do is just fucking flat out incredible, man. So that's my thing. Vague, what you got?
I think I got the same thing. Starting Brandy, Aaliyah coming off the bench, and Monica getting traded. I think for me with Monica, like I was heavy on that first album. Like I was a fan out the gate with that. But then I was like hit or miss. It just depended on the record. But like Brandy, especially later in her career, like when she first dropped, like I was a kid, but I didn't want to hear kid shit because I was listening to Earth, Wind and Fire and shit as a kid. So I'm like, yeah, I want to listen to no other kids.
Right.
But like later, like Full Moon and all them other joints Brandy had, I was like, nah, Brandy's albums is dope. So, and then Aaliyah, I just like her style, and felt like she was getting better before she passed. Like as far as like her music just even maturing even more. But yeah, that would definitely be my order. So,
All right. Hey, what you got?
Very big fan of all three. I'm starting Brandy. I'm actually mentioning Monica because I feel like Monica's discography is very solid. All the way through. Aaliyah, I feel like, she did the shit she did was exceptional, you know what I mean? Along with Timbaland and them, they created a sound that lives on. But I feel like her best days were like ahead of her. You know what I'm saying? I feel like her career was cut short. And on some Biggie shit, like she really shook shit up in the short time that she had. But I feel like I'm a real big Monica fan too. I'm a real big fan of the three of them, but I gotta bench Monica and trade Aaliyah. Rest in peace.
All right. Spence, what you got up next, man?
I got Brandy starting. I got Aaliyah coming off the bench, and I got Monica trading Aaliyah. Even when she was with the Bull, then she transferred over to, I can't say the Bull name.
Nah, I feel that's Candyman right there.
Yeah. And then she went over there with Tim, and then that was a whole nother game changer just with the sound of her, the way it meshed. And then I got Monica coming off the bench, and she got joints too. Monica got crazy joints, but
Yeah, no doubt. So Spence, what you got up next, bro?
All right, I got punchlines only.
All right.
I like
I like you and AG. It's like Jeopardy.
I
with
like
you
it already.
Punchlines only. Big L, Big Pun, and Cannabis. I got Big Pun starting. I got Cannabis coming off the bench, and I got Big L I'm trading.
All right. I got Big L starting. I got Big Pun coming off the bench, and Cannabis getting traded. Big L to me has some of the dopest punchlines. I mean, I still be saying shit to this day. Like L has said some shit that I'm like, that nigga said we go shopping when the plane land. I said, God damn, that's what I want to do one day. Just be like, babe, we ain't even taking no baggage. Just we gonna go shopping when the plane lands. So I feel you. Veg, what you got for that?
And punchlines only. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with Big L. I thought she was gonna say some other rappers, but maybe I'll do that. Big L first. Same way, Big L. Pun coming off the bench. Cannabis lines was crazy when he like the shit he was saying. My man used to get angry though. He used to be like, "You can't even do that shit in real life." Like, nigga, it's rap. You're not supposed to walk on the sun barefoot, you stupid motherfucker. Like, it just shit sounds it. But nah, yeah, that would be my order.
All right.
I think I picked them too because all three of them, they kind of had a short kind of career in a sense where two of them passed, and then Cannabis kind of decision making. So that's why I kind of just squeezed them too because they didn't really have a lot of time.
Yeah.
Yeah. E, who you got?
I just think it's interesting you put Big Pun in the punchline category. So I Pun top 5. I gotta trade him in this instance. But Big L, Big L is like he is your ideal punchline rapper. Delivery.
Yeah.
I think what really gets overlooked is with punchlines in general is the setup. And Big L does that shit right. He does that shit really right. Witty, funny, strong delivery. I gotta go L. I'm starting L. I gotta bench Cannabis. Cannabis, go back to what Vague said. His imagination was really wild with it. You know what I mean? And with Pun, more rapid fire vocab. So it's he. Like I said, Pun is my 4th favorite rapper of all time. Maybe 3 on a different day, but I gotta trade him on a punchline level.
All right. Hey, who you got?
It's like Easy was in my brain, man, because like I was sitting here thinking, 2 things. I'm big on wit when it comes to punchline, and L is probably like at the top of the list when it comes to that. And like Easy was saying, just the setup before the punchline, like the setup is important if it's like not choreographed to the point where you can see what the punchline is, where you can say it before the rapper says it themselves, but it's almost like a plot twist within the line. You know what I mean? It's a dope setup, and then the line still hits you, hard with the punch. You know what I'm saying? So L is probably out of this list is the best with that. And then I would start him, and then Cannabis would be the coming off the bench because, Cannabis's setup starts probably maybe 3 bars before you even get to the punchline. Like his build before you get to the actual punch is like, oh wow, you know what I mean? And like Vega was saying, it's something crazy outlandish, you know what I mean? When you finally get to the punchline, but nobody ever had, prior to that, we had never heard anything like it. You know what I'm saying? So, gotta have him coming off the bench. And then, although Pun is like, all world as far as like lyricism and stuff, I just don't think he's there with the other 2. So he has to get traded.
All right. No doubt. I'm like Easy. I'm going on the production tip. I got the Beat Miners, I got Ski, and I got Large Pro. So you got Large Pro for people watching. You got the Stress remix, Organized Confusion, Faking the Funk, Looking at the Front Door, It Ain't Hard to Tell. This nigga is behind the whole clipping biz saying recognize. And I don't know how many people have used that Nas part from that recognize. You got the Beat Miners, How Many MCs, LaFleur, Bucktown, The Wiggy, Tight, Rod Digger. I used to call them the sound of Brooklyn, like the sound of Philadelphia. To me, they was almost the sound of Brooklyn for a while. Then you got Ski, Dead Presidents, Jay-Z, Lucchini, Camp Low, one of my favorite joints, Pace One, I Declare War, the Cooley High remix, where he uses the Michael Jackson Lady in My Life sample. If y'all never heard that, put that in YouTube right now. You know how we do with Bahamadia. Jay Streets is watching. Jay's Who You With. On the low, I felt like Ski gave Jay some of his biggest moments early on in his career. I know we look at
President,
Reasonable Doubt, and you always go Premier, but Feeling It, Politics as Usual.
What?
And Presidents. I mean, Streets is watching. That Who You With was crazy. So for me, I got Large Pro starting. I'm bringing Ski off the bench, and as much as it hurts, the beat miners gotta get traded. So Vague, what you got?
Shit. Once you started naming all them Ski joints, I'm like, damn, he did do that. Politics as Usual is the one song I repeat to this day.
Crazy,
like,
heavy duty.
You know what I'm saying?
And I mean, Lucini is one of the greatest songs ever. I mean, like, yeah.
It's blasphemous for myself, but I'm starting Ski, and then coming off the bench, and B minus from BK. Love what they did during the boot camp era, but they gotta get traded.
All right, hey, what you got, bro?
The simplest start in history. Lost Professor, the mad scientist for sure. I think, I really fuck with what Ski does. The joints that we mentioned, obviously the entire Can't Blow album. Mm-hmm. But the beat miners are responsible for both Enter the Stage and The Shining, right?
Yep.
So we taking the beat miners off the bench. And I gotta trade Ski.
All right. Hey, what you got, bro?
I'm gonna go with Large Pro starting, and gotta have Ski coming off the bench, and gonna trade beat miners.
All right. And what you got, Spence?
Trading Ski, beat miner starting, Large Pro coming off the bench.
All right. For people who may not have heard this joint, right there, Ski Beats, 24-hour karate school. Very, very dope album. Now, I'm shocked a lot of people have not heard. It's a banger on here called Prowler 2. It's Jean Grey, Jay Electronica, Joel Ortiz, and they had one with Most. The problem with this is something happened. This was on DD 172. This was like Dame Dash's label, and Most Def was down, but then something happened. So there is a version of this with Prowler with Jay Electronica, Joel Ortiz, Jean Grey, and Most Def. But this is a very slept on album right here. So if you never heard that, check that out. On the R&B side, I've got 90s hip hop groups again. We got Jodeci, Stay, Come and Talk to Me, Freaking You, Boys the Men, Motown Philly, End of the Road, I'll Make Love to You, and New Edition. Well, New Edition's from the 80s, but fuck it. Can You Stand the Rain, If It Isn't Love, going all the way back to Candy Girl. I got Jodeci starting. I got New Edition coming off the bench, and I got trade Boys the Men. This is the second time I've had to trade somebody from Philly, man. I don't know if I can go back home after this, man. Vague, who you got?
So you said Jodeci, New Edition, and Boys the Men?
Boys the Men, yep.
Start New Edition.
All right.
Duh.
That's easy. Start New Edition. Jodeci is my guy. So they come off the bench.
You're right. My bad. Start New Edition. My bad. On that. Y'all niggas got me reneging out here. I'm with you. New Edition, Jodeci, Boys the Men. Still gotta get traded, but yeah.
Yeah, I love Boys to Men too. Especially Please Don't Go. Like that's my shit. I listen like every fucking month.
Yeah, when you put that Joy Cooley High harmony in, and that's the first thing you hear, man. I still remember to this day hearing that for the first time. It was like, damn, this how you setting off the album?
Yeah, it's a crazy record. But yeah, New Edition, Jodeci, and then Boys to Men.
All right, hey, who you got?
Yo, did you shout out that John Blaze?
Nah,
John Blaze.
Ski joint. That is Ski. Yep. Fat
That was
Joe.
fire. That was fire too.
Nas. Yeah.
And Little Kim Spend a Little Dough was fire too.
Yep.
Anyhow, we start a new edition. Yo, listen, y'all see it. New edition is starting. New edition is it's the blueprint. It's, you know what I'm saying? But as a group, and then when you branch off the solo acts, come on, man, Untouchable, the greatest group that ever did it. I think I'm gonna take Boyz II Men off the bench. Yeah, just I'm doing that, you know, more vocally, because I really fuck with it, you know, Jodeci music a lot too, and Boyz II Men. I feel like Boyz II Men got more joints too, but vocally they edge it. So I'll take Boyz II Men off the bench, and I gotta reluctantly trade Jodeci because, you know, in my horniest years, Jodeci got super burned. You know what I mean? They got mad assists.
Right.
In my young years. But yeah.
All right. Hey, what you got, bro?
Jodeci is my favorite R&B group of all time. I want to start New Edition though, but I'm going to renege on that because I'm trying to figure out which iteration of them would I start, because my favorite iteration of the group was when they all came back together. It was literally all of them, like with, you know, Ralph, Johnny, Bobby, everybody, when they all came back to, you know, the Home Again record, you know what I'm saying? And but that was like past the prime. That was like we putting all the BS to the side and we, you know what I'm saying, we going to do this reunion, you know what I mean? But that was my favorite iteration of them. But I still would bring that group off the bench, and I would start Jodeci, and then I would trade Boyz II Men.
Okay. All right. Spence, what you got, bro?
Got New Edition starting because they're the influence for the other ones, I think, in a sense. Mm-hmm. So I gotta start them. Probably Jodeci, then Boyz II Men. Jodeci coming off the bench, Boyz II Men getting traded.
All right. I don't think neither one of us going back to the crib, man. Well, you ain't. At least you ain't trade Jill. Too. So I'm definitely not going back. Vague, what you got up next, bro?
All right, back to hip hop. Freddie Gibbs, Benny the Butcher, and Conway the Machine.
Nice one.
I'm going to start Freddie Gibbs. I feel like every time he drops some shit, I'm like, it's never whack to me. It's like it's just never whack, and it's always a variety, right? Like his production isn't the same every time, and he's worked with all these different producers, and he's always kind of like we were saying about Ghostface, right? Like the difference being Ghostface is like so animated, he draws you into what he's saying even more. That's kind of how I feel with Freddie Gibbs. Like I'm wondering what he's going to say next. Is it going to be something funny? Is it going to be some street shit? And you know, typically I like all of it. This is a back and forth, but Conway the Machine coming off the bench, man. Lately, I don't know if he's been angry, but some of the shit he been writing, where I'm just like, God damn, this dude is like dumb nice, like, and he just keeps doing it. For me, with Benny, he was my favorite for a while, but I feel like his antics is getting in the way, and that seems weird because Freddie Gibbs got a lot of antics. But I think he neutralizes that shit because he's kind of fun with it also. You know what I'm saying? Like, whatever, nigga, this is me. Whereas Benny sometimes, you know, he be getting angry at fans and shit and then saying, yo, it's going to be like when X was back. And it's like, no, it's not. It wasn't. X went platinum with 2 albums in the same year. Nigga. You put your fans on the I'll make a featured verse for you type shit. Like, come on, man. Like, I don't know. But musically, I feel like he's come down a notch from, you know, the Tenor Talk and, you know, the joints that we love the most. So, yeah, Benny gotta get traded for me.
All right, this is a good John. I'm with Freddie too. Freddie can do no wrong. Like I swear to God, he can do. What's this joint? All sold separately. Like this, a whole mix of producers on here.
Please, five.
So-
Joint is 5 mics to me. Then he can get with Alchemist and give you Alfredo 1 and 2. Then you can get with Madlib and give you Bandana, and so it's just like to me. And then like you said, babe, I love his style. He just has this energy. Always saying some funny shit. When that nigga said, if I have a son, I teach that nigga to shoot like T. Morant, or I'm drunk courtside fucking shit like I'm T. Morant. Like he just always has something that just stands out to me. To be honest with me nowadays, and y'all niggas know, man, back in 2017, I was the Griselda fucking poster board. And I think I'm just tired of Benny and Conway. Like both of them, I'm kind of like, I've heard it. I've heard Conway say a million times, I'm rich, y'all broke. My plane fly over your tour bus. I'm at fill in the blank stadium with fill in the blank rapper, and Benny is. I'm so either way. I mean, fuck it for conversation's sake. Hey, Conway had the last album out, so sure, Conway, and then bench Benny or bench Benny, trade Conway. It don't fucking matter to me. Like,
He'll give us sympathy minutes.
Yeah, it's like y'all just,
Conway, you can play.
the Griselda train is just it's left the station for me, and I don't like this next generation with the Rome streets, and so I'm bored. So, but yeah, definitely Freddie's is definitely is starting. E, what you got?
Stove God is Griselda too, though. You love Stove God, though.
That is true, but is he ever gonna come the fuck out? I did like that shit that Swiss posted. That shit was crazy.
Yeah. That shit's out. Like that's out. You can stream that.
But is it a whole? See, here's the thing. It's too much hoopla with Stove, because some niggas be like, yo, he's got this deal with Baby Grand. He can't do shit else. That's why he could only do the chorus for the clips. But then you got a song with Swiss. It's like, because I'm like, if you can't make music, nigga, then you can't have a song out with Swiss on streaming. So I just don't know what the fucking hold up is.
Well, Swiss is a power player, so he might have made a power move too. You know?
Yeah, he dropping, Kev. This is the rollout. It started with
I just hope Swiss ain't producing the whole album. That's all I hope.
No, Swiss is producing the whole album. So the whole album is Swiss.
He doing the whole thing?
That's what I heard, yeah. But here's the thing: the first single sound crazy. So
yeah, but
when I feel like when Swiss gets in his,
go ahead.
Which is like no. I was gonna say I think Swiss knows the audience. That I feel I'm not mad. I would have to hear him drop the ball at least for me to be like, oh man, But again, it's not the person I would have voted for. But shit, neither was Hit Boy for Nas, and we see what that shit gave us. So.
Well,
I'll
give it a chance.
I just feel like Swiss is in that Timberland Kanye space where like he got some gunners. Let me get those. I'll make the records type shit.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? So I think it's very possible we get something really good. If it's like vintage Swiss, I don't think it makes sense at all. I think Swiss knows that. I don't think you put Stove God on tear the roof off and jig. I don't think you put him on those type of beats. I think Swiss is aware of that. You know what I mean? I think he got little A-rap music in the tuck. Another young gun over here in the tuck. Yo, let me get these, and he's producing in the sense of let me put the records together. Y'all make the beat and I produce the record type shit. That's all I could imagine. If in order for it to work, that's the only way I could imagine it working. I'm not there, I don't know, but I'm gonna give it a shot in that sense. You know what I mean?
And because my thing is, Rel sent me that Swiss joint a minute ago, and I just looked at. I ain't even listened. I was like, Swiss piece of stove, I'm good. And then it like came up on my timeline, and I wasn't expecting what I heard. Like by no means. I mean, but then again, drumless hip hop is not the hardest shit in the world to do either. Like, but it's not what I expected to hear from Swiss. But yeah, E, what you got with the Freddie Conway Benny?
So yo, as soon as I heard this, I finally realized what it's like to be a guest on Drink Champs. Cause when they be like,
yeah, you gotta take a shot.
And I'm like, yo, we talking like, the actual rapping, or we talking about the music. But in this instance, I put it together. Freddie Gibbs is an exceptional rapper. Not who I prefer of the three from a rapping standpoint, but I do believe he got the best discography, and he's a great rapper. So I'm gonna start him, right? I'm gonna take Benny off the bench for the simple fact that I feel like you get a little more from him. I mean, it is a lot of cocaine talk, but like I've heard Conway, I got shot in the head at least 67 different variations.
That's
and
exactly
I fuck with Conway. I fuck with Conway heavy. He said it on the song I did with him. First bar, machine, bitch. I got clapped in my head and neck, and I lost it when I heard it. I'm like, yo, fucking say it again. You know what I mean? But it's like, I'm gonna give it to Benny, and I just feel like what Benny did with the Burden of Proof album. So I'll kind of edge him right now.
Love album
off the bench, and I trade Khan reluctantly because I really fuck with Khan, man. I really do.
Yeah. AG, what you got?
Yo, man, Gibbs. Like this side of COVID 2020, I always say like him and Nas done held me down more than anybody in the 2020s. Like Freddie's discography is just, I would only put second to Nas since 2020, or it's like right there with everything he's done put out. Like you said, Soul Separately, You Only Die Once, Alfredo 2, just everything Freddie has dropped hasn't been less than like 4.5 mics in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Freddie's just been blazing everything he's been putting out. So definitely starting Freddie. But Conway and Benny is real close. But Burden of Proof, like Easy was saying, I love that album. I think Hit Boy like killed that joint. You know what I'm saying? I love that way more than Everybody Can't Go. Than the Last Tana Talk, any of them. So I'd probably end up benching Benny, and then Conway I gotta let go of, man. I gotta trade him because Conway just got to that point where every record sounded the same. It was, so he's not offering me nothing new at this point.
And another thing too about Dialogue about Gibbs is he's one of the few people who can do shit. Like he can rhyme over at Tony's anniversary, and I not mind it. Like you bringing up You Only Die Once, it's like this nigga's rhyming over Cupid by 112 and kills this shit. Like not just like it's like anniversary. Like yo, niggas are gonna be remembering the anniversary of when I killed you, nigga. Like the Cupid,
and it's a rapid fire flow too. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. Yeah,
right. Benny, I'm sorry, Freddie is one of those MCs who I still like. When I was listening to this, I was rewinding it like, yo, I want to be able to rap along with this shit. Like, and that's the hip hop that I love, where I want to rewind it, and when I'm listening to you, I want to be rapping it with you. That's Freddie all day. Spence, who you got, bro?
Freddie definitely. Catalog seems like he can rap over any beat and make it his own.
Yeah.
Now I go back and forth with Conway and Benny. Sometimes I'm on the Benny train, sometimes I'm on the Conway train. And I think right now for me, I'm on the Conway train, so I'm taking him off the bench. But I actually like this last album he dropped.
I like it too. I ain't mad at that.
I like it too.
Yeah, so I actually like this drawing. And I think that he has a story, man. He just got to get it out of him. Like he really has a story. And I feel like with Benny, like y'all said with the Conway, with I got shot like a billion times and everything, I think I hear the same talk with Benny, with the drug talk every time. And it's not like with Push the way he do it. He just, you know what I mean? It doesn't. It's not the same way.
And I can tell y'all why that is. I think I can tell y'all why that is. Mm-hmm. I feel like the lack where Benny and Conway lack in content and like how it's presented is the downfall of being independent, right? Pushing there with Pharrell, bro. This is the certified hit maker. He's like, yo, you're gonna do it this way, and it just sounds different. You know this pushed up with the last clips and It's Almost Dry has a lot more character in Pusha T.
Yeah,
that's Pharrell.
He was saying how Pharrell.
That's Pharrell.
I think the Joker or something like that.
That's different. I agree with nobody just saying whatever you want. Ain't nobody there to be like, yo, don't say it like that again. Nobody's there to do
I
that.
agree. I agree with you, E, but I think it's just a gift that Pusha also has.
Absolutely.
Meaning even when he's not, even when he was doing them re-up gang mixtapes with no Pharrell around, Pusha has found a new way to talk about selling drugs different for the past 20 years.
But it's also the cadence is what I'm saying is the cadence is the way he's delivering it.
I feel you, and Push talks about that when it was almost dry in the cadence. But again, I'm going back to them re-up gang mixtapes where Pharrell ain't even nowhere around, and it's just Ab Laba and them niggas from Philly with him. Push just has that gift. Like, give me a different way to say you got shot in the head.
But it wasn't. It wasn't.
They lack charisma.
At that point.
They just don't have the charisma.
Point, it would have been beat to death.
At this point,
he kept saying it that way.
Right.
I don't
That's
know,
being produced. You understand what I'm saying?
I know it's being produced, but again, like I said, just Pusha has always. I don't know if it's Pharrell say I'm the new McCain, I'm shoveling McCain. Like,
no, what I'm saying is that at this point.
No, yeah, at this point. But I'm saying Pusha's been fucking rhyming like this since I was at Strictly Hip Hop. Like, the clips came out when I was in 97, nigga. I just graduated college. I was 23. Right. I'm about to be 52 next month. This nigga been doing this for 20 years, you know? So I'm agreeing with you that it is Pharrell. Like, give me this and give me that, and don't just rhyme like this. The cadences.
He's not doing that without Pharrell. You know what I mean?
I think Pusha just has that, because I saw Bleak on some podcast, and he was saying the same shit. Like, y'all get a pass to Pusha to rhyme about the same shit all the time. And I'm like, why do y'all niggas keep acting like he keeps saying it the same fucking way? Yeah. Pusha's not like, I sell coke, I sell coke, I sell coke. Every fucking time there's a different. Now it was Diet Coke. It was like, oh, now it's Diet Coke. I mean, even so, that's what I mean by put. I mean, like you said, Conway is gonna. I guarantee you, he's gonna tell you he got shot in his head at least 3 times per album. And it's like, nigga, we know. We know. You've been telling us since. Give me a new way. Say the orange got popped, or say the apple fell off the tree. Give me something else. The pumpkin fell. I don't know. I'm the headless horseman. Give me something the fuck else. Outside, I got shot in the fucking head. We know, nigga. We know you graduated college. Like, we know. That's it. And it's off the top of my head. That right there, Headless Horseman. That could be a new album. And that, give me something different. You gotta. We know you got shot.
Dropping on Halloween.
Yeah, drop it on Halloween. Headless Horseman. You know, I got something. What are you gonna say, Vag?
I was gonna say I know what Easy's saying, because it's not necessarily the subject matter, but Pusha is a more refined MC than he was back at the Clips. Right. Like, that's
absolutely.
To me, I felt like, and then maybe it was just maturity, but I always liked Malice more because he felt more like seasoned. You know what I'm saying? I think that's just because he was an older guy, and you know, he was more confident at the time. Not that Pusha wasn't, but I think over time, like, the number one thing that improved with him is his articulation is crazy on record. Like, to be rapping and to be so clear and precise and in pocket, those are the types of things that you get produced. It's the same difference between Biggie's subject matter being the same and Puff saying, yeah, all that yelling shit, use your regular voice. And then all of a sudden, you know, we like this version of Big. So that's what a producer can do for you. That, to Easy's point, ain't nobody in the room saying that to Benny. You know, he just, again, coke, the block, I was locked up, y'all niggas nerds. Rinse and repeat. And don't get me wrong, sometimes I like a lot of the repetitive shit, but I get what you're saying. But man, listen to that shit Quarters that fucking Conway did, man. He ain't talking about getting shot. Them word flips was crazy. Like,
and again, I agree 100%. Like I said, on this joint, he talks about, it's the joint just so you remember, and he was talking about like how Pharrell had him like, yo, you need to become another person. Like, you had him watching the Joker or the Dark Knight or something. Like, you need to become like a character on this joint. Yeah. So yeah, I totally agree with y'all. I'm not disagreeing by no means. And let me throw this one in there real quick, because Vega, I had one similar to that. I had Benny, Conway, and Sky Zoo.
I had Benny, Conway, and Stove God. I had the Griselda one, but y'all mentioned Stove God early, so I left that one out.
Right. So just throw that out there real quick. Sky Zoo, Conway, and Benny. I got Sky and then Benny or Connor, whichever one. So, Veg, who you got?
I got Sky Zoo, number one. He definitely has subject matter for your ass. Same thing, man. Conway second. And I only say that because of the same thing y'all just said when you say Conway and Benny. It's just whose project I like, latest project I liked more. And right now it's Conway.
And let people understand, I'm not saying this in a bad way, like flip a coin. I'm just saying, to me, they've always been. That's why I like that joint that was on one of Benny's last album. Was it Tan Talk 4? When it was like Conway versus Benny, or what was it? It was like Ali versus Frazier or something.
Yeah.
And he talked about that. He talked about how everybody compares them to, like, which one is better. So I'm not saying it in a like whatever way, but it's more of like it could go either which way. You know what I mean? E, who you got? Sky Zoo, Con, or Benny?
We talk for the same reasons. I'm gonna start Sky too, because he raps really, really good. And he's on 01830, dropping on March 20th, by the way. He raps really good, and he don't got no whack albums.
Yeah.
What about you, Ed?
I'm gonna go Sky Zoo. I'm gonna start him. Just because of the range. You know what I mean? Highly conceptual. He'll give you stuff that Benny and Conway won't give you on a lot of their material. So I'm gonna go Sky Zoo.
All right. And Spence, what you got?
Same, Sky Zoo. And the cool thing is that he was messing with Griselda mad early. So that's the dope thing about them too. So they always in the same rocking. So I got Sky, then like I said, Conway, Benny.
All right, no doubt. Veg, you got an R&B joint?
Yeah.
Or you already did? I can't remember. All right.
No, I have one. Jagged Edge, 112, and Silk.
Nice one.
I'm gonna start 112. Jagged Edge coming off the bench, and Silk got to get traded again.
Second time Silk.
Silk is like the Ricky Davis of the show. You know what I'm saying?
Like this, like, and you know what I'm saying? Like with 112, I think it's probably because of the time it's tied to for me. Like, even though these guys dropped around the same time, I think when I first heard 112, like first got a crib in college and all of that, and I had my little stereo and we blasting that first album, and then when the second album came out, I was like, damn, this shit kind of slept on a little bit, like. But Jagged Edge, I wasn't really into them until that J.E. Heartbreak joint. And I was like, man, I've been sleeping. Like, this shit fire. Like, and then Silk, y'all already know, man. I'm about to play If You after this fucking. I love that record. I'll be singing it. I can't sing easy. I wish I could, but nah.
So good, man. Do it privately so nobody else's ears bleed.
Right.
For me, I got Jagged Edge starting, 112 coming off the bench, and again Silk getting traded for the second time. E, what you got?
Yeah, I think I feel like Jagged Edge was consistent longer, but those first 3 112 albums, bro, just some of the best years of my life. So I gotta start 112 off of sentimental value. And then I'll take Jagged Edge off the bench, and we'll trade Patrick Beverly. Silk.
Oh man, man.
Yeah.
What you got, A?
You want to talk about being produced well? Those two groups, 112 getting produced by Puff, and then Jagged Edge getting produced by JD. Those were two groups that were produced very well. So it's really a toss up, but I'm gonna go with starting 112. And benching Jagged Edge, and gotta cut trade Silk.
All right. Spence.
Same with A. 112, Jagged, and Silk getting traded.
No doubt.
All right. AG, what you got up next, bro?
I want to go back to the production. So want to take it to the producers that crafted the blueprint and that sound, the soul samples. So for that trilogy,
Yo, nigga, you gotta do a Jeopardy show or something, man. Like the way you putting these categories together, man. It's like, yo, like fucking what is it? I'm gonna take the blueprint producers for 400, Alex. Like,
word.
You got
Yeah, so because I mean that really shaped the early 2000s. Everybody was trying to do the soul sample. So I got Kanye, Just Blaze, and Bink because they were responsible for that sound of that era on the blueprint. And what I want, before I give my answer, what a lot of people don't talk about is, before it came all together on the blueprint, a lot of people don't recognize that they were trying to find their footing on the Dynasty and Siegel's The Reason album. You can hear them almost find it, like you listen to like Mom's Praying and Where Have You Been and This Can't Be Life, joints like that. You know what I mean? It's like they almost were, they were started to click, what I'm saying, on those cylinders. It's just that Blueprint was the culmination of all that, finally on one album. But if you go back and listen to The Reason and you listen to the Dynasty, those albums are a little bit uneven, but they were getting there. You know what I mean? It just so happened that, it was lightning in a bottle on the Blueprint. And those three producers, just so happened to come together and form, Jay had them all up. Jay was smart. He had them all up in Baseline Cooking, together to do his bidding. So, and then you have one of the greatest albums of all time behind that.
Are you saying now, are we judging these three? Are we doing start and bench and trade based off of their careers or just based off of what they did for this album?
Let's do their careers, just their sound all together. Right. So I'm going to say, and that's a good question to ask. I'm going to say, I'm going to start Kanye because for him, he's the most versatile. He can give you a hit. He can go outside of the soul sample, realm or whatever. He can give, what I'm saying? And then Just Blaze, he can give you that album banger. Like Justin and I love Just Blaze. He was one of my top. He was in my top 10 producers of all time at one point, but I had to take him out because he don't have that like end to end player. He don't have that album that he curated. His closest thing would probably be Philadelphia Freeway. He did like probably 75% of that album, but he don't have that album you can point to and say, all right, he did that from front to back, and that's a classic. And Bink has actually probably my favorite records from the Blueprint, but he's more of like a B-side guy. You know what I mean? He's not going to give you the singles, the hits or whatever. But so I got to trade Bink, unfortunately, but I really rock with Bink's production. So I'm going to start Kanye, I'm going to bench Just Blaze, and then I'm going to trade Bink.
This joint hard for me. And the reason why I'm saying that is because I know got ghost producers. So that nigga's been etched off my top 10 list, period. Yep, I'm the Boom Bap Avengers. God damn it. Cover your face, fucking log off, whatever, nigga. Exactly. I'm back, nigga. Here's the problem with Just bit Bink's whole fucking style. So half of that nigga career is based off of what he bit off of Bink. And I mean, Bink got bangers, but I mean, I think one of the things that held him back was Kanye and Just signed with Rockefeller Management, and Bink didn't. You know what I mean? So, I mean, okay, if I take my cape off because Easy's here, I'll go Just Bink. You know what I mean? But it's hard because I didn't listen to the Dynasty album until after the Blueprint. So when I went back to listen to the Dynasty album, now I'm hearing 1-800-HUSTLER. I'm like, yo, Just Blaze lost his mind on this beat. My man Mills like, nah, that's Bink. And I was like, yo, this shit sounds just like Just. He was like, oh yeah, Just Bink's whole style. When Just came out, he was a chameleon. At first he sounded like fucking Swiss. Then he sounded like this. Then he sounded like, and they had a long beef for a long time. Bink and Just. It's on record that it's like, yo, this nigga stole my shit. You know what I mean? All right, if I take the cape off, Just and Bink. If I keep the cape on, fucking Bink and Bink. Vague, who you got?
Yeah, I like the fact that you just glossed over that you didn't hear the Dynasty until after the Blueprint. That's wild to
No,
me.
well,
But
That was wild.
what happened was
I bet you I know why too.
It's some boom bap Avengers shit. Why?
Yeah.
Which,
He heard I'm a hustler, baby. He's like, nah, this ain't for me.
No. I like that joint. It was just
My
Jay was
backpack
just
don't
back and
approve.
forth.
Go said.
Jay was just back and forth, and they was just at a point where I was like, "Yeah, I'm tapped out. I'm good on Jay." You know what I mean?
Mm.
And Easy is right. Like I'm still, I think, hosting Strictly Hip Hop, so I'm really in this Stretch and Bobito mindset of hosting this hip hop show that's strictly underground music. And it was like, you know, and again, I love Big Pimpin'. I love songs, but it was just like I just tapped out, and my man Jace had to hit me even with the Blueprint, like, yo, go buy this album right the fuck now. Copped it, was like, yo, this shit is amazing. This is crazy. So then I went back, and then like I said, that's when my man Mills had to kind of school me, because I'm like, yo, this nigga Just Blaze is a monster. And he like, nah, nigga, that's big.
Well,
You know what I mean?
do me a favor. Go back and grab the Dynasty and grab the Reason and pick out.
I got the Reason. The Reason is good. That's good money.
Well, I mean, just pick out the Kanye and the Bink songs from those two albums and listen to them. And like I said, they're very much a precursor to the Blueprint sound. Like,
What did Bink do on the Reason?
let's see. He did. No, did he do Think It's a Game?
I don't think he did anything on that album.
I'm pretty sure he did. I'd have to look at the production
I
credits.
could be wrong too.
And for
Yo, you
people
Googling?
wondering, we're talking about this. I'm
Yeah,
about to
yeah.
because I can't
Yeah.
fucking read no more because my eyes can't see these fucking tiny ass CD
I can't
booklets no
think.
more.
I can't think.
Yeah, because like that got Man's World on there. I think Kanye did Man's World, right?
Nah, Kanye did nothing like it. That's that shit right there.
Nothing like it. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, that's fire.
That'd be crazy.
Nah, you know what? Bink ain't do nothing on here.
Yeah, he ain't do nothing. On
Did he
that
not? Okay, my fault.
He ain't do nothing. Nothing. Ye did nothing like it, which is crazy. Just did Mac Bitch. So what
Mom
you saying?
Praying.
Get down. Rick Ross.
Get Down,
Rick
sorry.
Rock. Rick
Mom
Rock did.
Praying.
I don't do much. For my niggas, Rick Rock. Watch Your Bitches. 88 Keys. Man's World. No ID. Gangsta.
No ID.
Kanye,
Okay.
Mom's Praying and Still Got Love for You, and What's Your Life Like Too is all Just Blaze.
Oh, just okay. I was thinking, I was thinking Bink did one of them joints. Yeah, but that was all Just. But like you said, Just and Bink sound so much alike on a lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying? But
Right. Who you got, Veg?
Since we said like favorites, shit, I kind of feel the same. I would start Kanye. Just would come off the bench, and mainly because you said career, and I'm thinking about shit like Exhibit C. Like when I heard that fucking beat, I'm like, this beat is fucking nuts. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And when he flipped the Rick James joint for Jay-Z,
Jay-Z?
like
Yeah.
I was like, yo, can
that's
I
the shining moment on that album.
Yeah.
Everybody hates that album, but me.
Yeah, I pretty much hate it too.
Yeah,
Me too.
Yeah.
But and Bink last, and that's trade, but and that's tough to say because even when he demonstrate shit on IG, I'm like, God damn, this dude is he's crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I think it has, that's the effect of the record industry, right? Like you said, these two go with the management that's going to get them more exposure, probably more business, so they're more visible.
Right.
And Bink was it. So sometimes you don't know when he did something versus when he didn't. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah. E, what you got?
Shit. This is really good, you know. And I think Bink, what he's done is super duper overlooked. Like I really hate that he's kind of like limited. He's reduced to the Blueprint guy. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I think that's
In a
And
way,
most
yeah.
people don't even. And most people don't even bring up his name. Most people they'll say the
like,
Blueprint and they'll
he
skate
did-
right over Bink.
He did Black Street, Don't Leave.
Yeah,
Like,
he did.
He did that beat. You know what I mean? Like he goes that far back, and you know he got hits too. Lights, Camera, Action. He got, you know, not that I like that joint, but it was a hit though. You know what I'm saying? But I think for like my preference, I think I would start just and if we're talking just beats, like my thing is Kanye's weakness happens to be Bink Dog's strength, and that's the drums.
Okay.
When it comes to the beats, right?
Yeah, because didn't Kanye admit that himself that he had to like rip off Dr. Dre's drums and all that?
I mean, the
Maybe.
nigga. Here's the thing, and again, here's the boom. Easy, give me 8 seconds as a boom bap Avenger. When that nigga said he had to go to Timberland to do the drums for Stronger, to me, you don't do that as a producer. I'm not letting no other producer come in my house and put the drums on my motherfucking song. You might as well just say you ain't fucking your girl good enough. And yo, my man, can you come? I'm not doing the shit right now.
That's
so
crazy.
But on the flip,
I'm not letting no nigga touch my drum like that. I'm not doing either.
I probably wouldn't either. But I feel like when you look at the big picture, he was trying to make a smash. And he accomplished that.
I get it.
So it's knowing like, yo, if I got to make this what it's supposed to be. Let me get this guy to do it. When you look at it,
you know what I would rather.
I feel you saying though.
Come teach me. Show me. Like, show me instead of it just being, yo, oh damn, I can't finish this rhyme. Yo, Vague, just finish this verse for me.
But hold up. But if I'm telling you to show me and you doing it and it works, why am I just gonna repeat what you did? Just leave it.
Cause I like my dick better. I want my dick on the track. That's why. Like, I want to smash. Like, shit. Show me. That's how. Because shit, we've all at some time and point, at least producers, somebody had to show you something. But then I'm like, okay, let me go home and I'm gonna take what Bezo showed me and what Root showed me, and I'm gonna try it on mine. I'm not just gonna be like, and if it's just the game is different because Roots wouldn't be like, nigga, you ain't using my drums, nigga, do that shit yourself. Like that, I'm from that era where nigga isn't even gonna take that phone call. Now you're absolutely right. In the 2000s, we're in the get money era. So Timbaland's gonna take, oh, you need drums? Bet. Let me get some of that money. I'm from the era of Roots would have been like, nigga, give me you ain't using my drum. Nigga, you ain't even using my drum sounds, my nigga. Okay? And this is my nigga. This is the nigga who left the hip hop show to me.
I know people personally like that they
like it.
That I've done songs with them and they're so protective of it that they wouldn't send me stems.
Yeah.
Because they
like
don't
that
want this shit.
But
Right,
Evie,
like,
as an MC, would you look at it from that? As say if you like did a hook to a record and you wrote the hook and you said, okay, I like the hook that I wrote, but I don't like how my voice sounds on the hook. I'm gonna bring another MC that I think got a doper voice to me to say the same hook. Wouldn't that be the same in a sense as kind of like the drum pattern, like just calling Timbaland?
Me, if like in that instance, it's still my pen, so I wouldn't give a fuck.
Yeah, like
that's me. And it's the hook. I mean,
but he's doing it like where it's like Kanye saying, "Hey, come on over and make and do the drum." And again, it's just the era I'm from. Like, you know what I mean? I'm from an era where you wash your fucking car, you cut your fucking grass. You know what I mean? You eat what you kill, nigga. You can't. Again, it's just like I couldn't have said, "Yo, Roots used to tell me, yo, kill your drums is whack. Yo, show me how I could get better, nigga. You on an ASR 10, I'm on an SP 1200. I can't show you how they could be better." And even if he's not gonna be like, here, let me just do the drums. Kill, move the fuck out the way, and I'll program the drums for you. That just wouldn't have even happened. Like that, it's not even a thought process. Like that's not. I tell my kids all the time. I was talking to one of my kids, real quick story, and he was saying something about one of my kids. Some kid was having a baby shower. She's 14, and I'm like, see, I'm from an era where you ain't have fucking baby showers when you was 14. Your parents were embarrassed that your ass was pregnant at 14. You know what I mean? I'm on the cusp of the era where they send your ass down south and you come back in 9 months with your cousin because that shit wasn't an option. Now having a baby shower for a 12-year-old ain't shit. So again, it wasn't no option in 94 to be like, yo, Pete Rock, come over to the studio and program my drums. Nah, nigga, fuck I look like coming to your studio producing your drum. And you wouldn't even, a large professor wouldn't even ask that. A Preemo wouldn't even ask that. Like, and Preemo will tell you, large professor showed me how to work the SP 1200. He showed me how to do it. Mm-hmm. And that's where the buck stopped. You show me.
It's also a different, and I'm not disagreeing with Kill at all.
No, and get it right. I totally get it. I tell people it's all about how you were raised. I'm not saying how the way I was raised was right and the way somebody else was raised was wrong.
Because at the end of the day, let's keep it real. Kanye was ghost producing too when he started out, bro.
Right, for D-Dot. Yeah.
We're not gonna front on Kanye, but what I think is that he became so big, so popular that his mindset shifted to I gotta make this a smash, right? And I gotta do what like he has his like his Dre hat, because Dr. Dre is very big on collaboration as well. So Kanye, is making these records in that same vein. Like, let me do how would Dre? Okay, let me get somebody to do this. And like I said, when I open the credits and I see it is me as a fan, it is much more satisfying to see produced by Kill, period, than to see 16 names in the credits. Trust me, I'm with you on that. I'm just telling you, like, this is a different pressure. Like,
and it's a different.
I think like Stronger was a major hit. So you gotta understand that shit. They was in the lab trying to do that, and they did that. So
yeah, and it's also from an era where people don't mind shit. I got the Scratch magazine down here where Kanye was like, "Yeah, I stole some J Dilla drums." No, first of all, nobody would even admit to that shit in the 90s. Like, in fact, Diamond D pulled up on Mr. Walt like, "Yo, I know you stole them drums for fucking Bucktown from my reel that I left in the studio." Like, that's how shit was in the 90s. Like, that Diamond had beef with them niggas, and Walt was like, I had to show the nigga, like, no nigga, here's the record. Like, that's how niggas was with they drums. Like,
I don't think it's just era though. I don't think it's just era. It's just which side you're on. You understand what I'm saying?
I think that Ye was trying to make a hit, but I don't think niggas who are 45 and younger are really gonna be like, what's the big deal? Like, so what, you use those drums? I don't think, and I don't blame them because they're not from that era. They weren't taught you don't do that shit. If I wasn't taught that, I would be like, who gives a fuck? He left the open snare, I'm snatching that shit. Like, that I'm lost in the world. Yeah.
Static did those drums.
Oh, word?
And didn't get credit. Yeah, Static did those drums.
Wow. Babe, what were you gonna say?
I was gonna say I think the difference is the record industry never went by those rules. Those are like our rules. We all from that era. Kanye from that same era.
It's a culture thing.
Right. It's like that's one side of the culture, but to Easy's point, when you're trying to make a hit, that's some industry thought process.
And your last album just sold 5 million, and you trying to match that so you get dropped by the label. It's a different type of pressure. I'm not justifying it. I'm just saying that's probably true.
Right. No, I totally agree. I was just saying, for Ye to admit in Scratch magazines, yo, I stole Dilla's drums, nobody would have ever admitted to that in the 90s. No human being. Even if you stole somebody's drums, you would not come out and openly be like, oh yeah, I did that shit. Because
remember that other episode? That other episode we did where I said, and again, it wasn't like trying to blame them, but those are points in hip hop where, to your point, the mindset shift because of who was saying it. Like, so if Kanye's saying I stole drums, and Jay-Z saying I say a big line because of this, but we're looking like, no, you're not supposed to do none of that shit. But now they so powerful they can say it.
They also pick and choose too. It's
they can change the narrative on that thought process. So.
Right. All right. We ain't even get to Spence. Spence, who you got? Dre, Just, Kanye, and Bing.
For being a civilian, I don't really know all the somebody stole this drum, just going off of what I heard. I got Kanye starting. And it's based on what I heard and what I like. Just Blaze, I probably got him coming off the bench, because even with Bink, I know some of Bink's stuff, but some stuff you got to kind of search. And I guess that's part of the industry game that he got caught up in, where you don't even realize he's done certain things. And you're like, damn, Bink did this too? Bink did. And like you said, this is kind of what probably hurt him in the long run, people not really knowing how big his discography is as far as production-wise.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And so you get caught up in that. So that's how I kind of got it for that.
Yeah. And for people watching, if you really want to know more about Bing, go to YouTube and look at the Bing versus Knots beat battle that they did in Virginia. So that'll give you kind of a background of everything Bink did, because it's just like a versus. He's throwing his 20 songs that he's done and everything like that. So that's probably the best way.
He actually got a dope interview with Bleak on Bleak podcast.
Okay.
And he talks about some of the songs that he's done that you don't even know he's done. Like, so that's actually, that's a real good joint. He said,
be watching these podcasts too.
Yeah. Bleak. Yeah, everybody got a podcast now. AG, you got any R&B?
Yeah, for this one, I put like Michael Jackson's successors, who they put in front of us and tried to, like, you know, from an R&B and a pop perspective, push them to the forefront to be successors of Mike. And I got Usher, Chris Brown, and Justin Timberlake. I got Usher starting, and I got Chris Brown coming off the bench, and I had to cut Justin.
For me, I'm going Usher, Justin, and Chris. And that's no disrespect to Chris. I just don't know his catalog like that. Like I don't know like his stuff. So it's kind of like I gotta trade him just because I don't know his work. He may be better than Justin, but like I said, I just don't know his stuff like that. Babe, what you got? Who you got?
Trading all them niggas. There's no successors to Michael Jackson.
Word. I'm with you.
No successors to him.
You saying what I said earlier.
Right.
Now notice, Meg, I said they tried. Like, you know, the social dude, they tried. Keyword is tried.
I know how I am with Michael Jackson. I don't say none of that shit. Like, nothing. They could do a concert. The war stops. Okay? Usher, start. I got Chris Brown coming off the bench. I have heard his music, and I think he's a better singer to me than Justin. Probably the best dancer. I mean, shit. Again, I saw the nigga do a fucking front summy in the middle of a small ass circle at a cookout and kept dancing. I was like, God damn. Now he may be the successor in that regard. He could dance his ass off. But and I like Justin, but you know he's getting traded. So,
Hey, who you got?
That, you know, it's a lot closer, because when you say the Michael, you know, Michael emphasized a lot on performing, and I feel like that's where Chris wins. But you know, I feel like the voice is where Usher wins. So you kind of gotta, you know, put them together, right? Like, how much more of a better singer is Usher than Chris? Then Chris is a better performer than Usher, kind of type shit. You know what I mean?
Great point. Great point.
So I would say, I mean, I do hear a lot of auto-tuning Chris shit, so I'm a start Usher, because he's a good performer as well. We're not gonna take that from him. He's a great performer as well, and you know, to be still doing it, Usher's still around kicking. You know, I'll take Usher. I'll start Usher. I'll bench Chris Brown, and I'll trade Justin, who I really, really love those first two albums. Those first two Justin Timberlake albums are exceptional, if you ask me. But yeah, man, you getting traded, bro. Sorry.
But that's a phenomenal way to break it down. But what I will say about Usher, like, you know, Mike was known for his smash hits, but out of the, you know, between Usher and Chris Brown, Usher got more smashes.
Yeah.
At the end of the day.
Yeah, a lot longer too, though.
Yeah.
You said who has more smashes? Usher?
Usher. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Spence, who you got?
I got Usher starting. I got definitely Chris Brown coming off the bench, because the show, you look at Chris Brown now, this dude is doing stadiums and all type of stuff to this day. Like,
and doing 2 and 3 days at a stadium. Like that's some flex right there.
Yeah, I'm cutting Justin.
You don't fuck with him after that Janet shit.
I'm cool on Justin. I'm good on him, man.
Shout out to my man JR. JR would be living right now. The mention of his name.
Right.
Shout out to JR, man.
Yeah, shout. Spence, what's your last joint, bro, for the night?
I got Royce, Joe Budden, and Crooked Eye.
I see.
Slaughterhouse.
Yeah. I think I got Royce starting. I probably got Joe coming off the bench. And I got Crooked trading. Even though when you ain't crooked sometimes against them, crooked cooking them sometimes. But I think crooked doesn't have the catalog for me. That's why I actually got him on a trading thing.
Yeah. For me, it's Joe Budden. I think Joe Budden is a phenomenal MC. I know people now know him just as the podcast and MTV, but I'm talking like mood music, Joe Budden, crazy. So I'm starting Joe, benching Royce, and then trading Crook, which is crazy because, like you said, Crook got some shit. But yeah, I feel like his it's really no explanation. He just got to come in third place to those two, which is no diss to Crook because God, what he said some shit in a song, and I was talking to Nay about it, and she was like, I was saying like, yeah, we talk on Twitter. She was like, well, ask the nigga how he wrote that rhyme. He said something like, you go ham like Lincoln Abra, and it was like you go ham like Lincoln Abra, and it was like Abraham Lincoln. It was just like, yo, how the fuck did you even think of some shit like that? You know what I mean? So, but yeah, that's what I got.
Like Crook like a machine.
Yeah, he's incredible.
Like Chat GPT MC.
Yeah, like if Chat GPT was an MC, like this nigga is on some next level. But and then when I asked him, like, yo, nigga, how'd you write that? He just laughed it off. Like, I don't even really remember that joint, man. And I'm like, you don't remember that? Like, god damn, nigga, I'd be saying that line for the rest of my goddamn life. That shit would be in my fucking Twitter profile. But Vague, what you got, bro?
I'm starting Royce. And it's real close with as far as like their music. Joe Budden coming off the bench and trading Crooked. And the difference for me is like they all can spit, you know, and you can, especially when you listen to them Slaughterhouse projects, you could hear where all three of them are dumb nice. But I think there's something about Royce and Joe Budden specifically when it comes to songwriting that I think they're just better at. Like they all can spit, but Royce has wrote and told some incredible stories, especially like once he, you know, like Book of Ryan, like some of the shit talking about life was crazy.
Allegory, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And Joe Budden too, I think he gets
three sides to a story.
Bar.
Oh my
right.
God, that may be one of the dopest hip hop storytelling songs ever. Or Who Killed Hip Hop? That shit was crazy too.
Yeah, it wasn't like that other one that Nas did.
Yeah, Joe will give you 11 minutes. Like this nigga will give you like he ain't giving you no. He ain't never got asked Joe where the third verse is. This nigga's on his 20th verse in the same song. Who you got?
Crazy.
Man, I'm struggling a little bit with who I'm starting. Shit. I think I gotta start Royce. I gotta take Joe Budden off of the bench, and I gotta trade Crook. And I tell you why I'm trading Crook. Crooked Eye's an exceptional, you know, gifted rapper.
Mm-hmm.
He don't gotta boom. He don't gotta pump it up. He don't gotta mood music. Like he don't have a single, classic single. He don't got a classic body of work. Hell of a spitter though. Mm-hmm. I think that's the difference. I think that's the reason. You know, any given track he'll cook anybody, but that's the difference to me.
Right. All right, Spence, who you got, bro?
That's my joint.
Oh, my bad. I'm bugging. AG, what you got?
I'll preface it saying Joe the podcaster, his pod is teetering on the side of whack these days. But Joe the MC, one of my favorite MCs ever. So he's going to be the one I start. And reason why is the names I'm going to mention him with. A lot of people in the comments may disagree, but you know, I really feel this way. What Joe is able to do with his pen when he's in his mood music bag, only a select few MCs are able to do that, like a handful. Like I would say the Scarfaces of the world, DMX, Tupac, Ghostface, those type of MCs that's capable of really making you feel something. You know what I mean? When they put their heart, you know what I'm saying, behind their pen in a verse. Like Joe, I can mention him with those guys. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's what separates Joe amongst the three. You know what I'm saying? When he really, you know, pins some of his best verses. And he has, you know, like 2 5 Mike albums to me. You know what I'm saying? All Love Lost and Rage in the Machine. I think they both 5 Mike albums in my opinion.
People sleep on that Rage in the Machine, John.
Crazy. And they rap music was going wild with the beats on there.
A-Rap, and to me, that was a joint that showed me like A-Rap. Like I always said, like he was this producer, like he was like a Rucker Park player to me because he was always doing the finger drumming, and I'm like, that's dope shit, but nigga make some dope beats, and that nigga made a whole album of dope beats.
Yeah, he did. Inspire and Only Human from All Love Lost. Yeah, Only Human is probably one of my top 5 favorite rap songs of all time. Like I've listened to that song an unhealthy amount of times. You know what I'm saying? Like so.
That's what's on Some Love Lost too, right?
Yeah, it was on the EP. A lot of people don't know about the EP. Word, yeah. So yeah, that I mean, Joe is just somewhere else. So he's definitely number one. He's starting on that. Royce would be coming off the bench. Royce is a phenomenal MC. Royce has, like y'all talked about, Book of Ryan, Allegory, you know what I'm saying, the albums that he has. I mean, I was just talking about Spence using our Discord, like talking about Bad Meets Evil. He was like pushing Eminem's pen like crazy, giving him a run for his money. Like Eminem was in his bag, like, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, Royce, I ain't even gonna say Royce was keeping up with him. I mean, they was just pretty much like, you know, sparring the whole time, and Royce is just that nice. I pray that Royce, he has a condition right now where he's unable to, well, last I heard, he's unable to, like, you know, rap because he has, you know, unable to like enunciate certain words, you know what I mean, like, and do certain things.
Yeah. He's got something going on right now for sure.
Yeah, it's like,
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's like a nerve condition, you know, with his tongue, like, you know, certain things he can't, you know, pronounce or enunciate or whatever. And as an MC, you know, that, you know, would be kind of hard to, like, really, you know, for the type of MC he is, you know, to get in the booth and like really, you know, spit the way he used to. So, like he the Big L album that came out on Mass Appeal, he like co-executive produced that, and he said he really wanted to be part of that, you know what I'm saying, to jump on it as a feature, but, you know, given his condition, he couldn't, you know, do that or whatever. So, but hopefully, you know, he's been undergoing therapy or whatever, and that's why we haven't heard from him. A lot of people, he just thought he fell off the face of the earth after Lupe beat him in that, when Mickey Fax beat him in that battle, and that he was just quiet after that. But no, he's really going through medical conditions. So hopefully and prayerfully he gets better and returns back to the game, because, you know what I'm saying, it'd be dope to see him return. So but yeah, he would definitely be coming off the bench. And Crooked Eye, super fire MC, but in this situation he would have to get he'd have to get traded.
All right, no doubt. Yo, we gonna have to come back for a part 2 because I still got joints left.
You skipped my last round, bro. I'm getting these off.
All right, get them off me. What you got, bro?
You're not giving me that light skin treatment, nigga. Fuck that.
This nigga, man. See what happens when a nigga get a new album about to come out?
Now you skipped me, bro. You went from vague to AG. That's that bullshit. Let me get these off.
My bad, bro.
So I really like these. That's why I want to get them off. So this one is like more like I did like more like a character based thing. We got Busta Rhymes, Ludacris, and Redman.
That's good.
You know.
Okay.
So, I mean,
that's a good one.
It is a good one, and when you look at it, like, I'm looking at it from like an originality, flavor, character, you know. But you know, we know Red got that discography pretty much in the bag there. I wouldn't say as consistent, maybe not as consistent like towards the tail end, but I'm starting Doc.
Yep.
Man, I don't know, bro. Dude, I might. Nah, I gotta bench Buster. I trade Luda. Yeah. I almost went
That's
there,
what I
but
got.
yeah, I almost went there. I really fuck with Ludacris, like heavy duty though.
Yeah, I got.
I
I'm
got the same.
gonna follow. I'm gonna follow your lead with that.
Same.
So I got Red and Buster and then Luda. Vague, what you got?
Same thing. Yeah, Redman.
Look at you, Easy, pulling together. Everybody agreeing. There's some kumbaya shit to end the show, man. Look at you, bro. That's why we couldn't skip over you, man. My bad,
You
man.
can't. You can't. This next one I think might be a little tougher though. But go ahead.
What's that? No. What you got?
No, go ahead. No, you want to?
AG
Oh
and Sprinkle.
no, Spencer, they all agreed. Everybody agreed.
same.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
Okay.
everybody agreed.
Yeah, so my R&B joint is I did songwriters. I did Smokey Robinson, Babyface, Jimmy Jam, and Terry Lewis.
Mm.
Yeah, this is difficult.
Man, they all
Yeah.
start.
You know what I'm saying?
I gotta go Smokey, Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis, and then Face. Got
Trading
Smoke-
baby
the stuff. Yeah, the stuff Smokey was doing in the '60s was. I mean, I've listened to my mom just sit and talk about how incredible his pen was in the '60s. So that's just. I mean, maybe 70% of Motown is Smokey's pen. You know what I mean? Which
A lot of them
is crazy.
a lot of them should still ring off today.
Which is still crazy to this day. I mean, Tears of a Clown. I mean, I sing that shit like it just came out. And Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis. I mean, we're talking from the SOS band all the way through Janet. And we all know Face got some shit, but yeah, for me, he got it. He's getting traded. What you got? Well, what you got? E? I'm sorry, I took your shine. It's your joint. What you
I'm
got?
starting Babyface.
Okay.
You know, the just the range, like when you go from fucking like rock steady to like back then to you know, the Mary, Tevin Campbell, Drew Hill, Boyz II Men, like yo, he pretty much rocked with everyone. So I gotta start Babyface, and like, you know, obviously it's also an age thing with me.
Right.
But I think I'm gonna take Smokey off the bench, and I'm gonna do that. I gotta trade Jam and Terry reluctantly because they did write one of my favorite songs of all time in New Edition, Can You Stand the Rain? But them Smokey joints, bro, like them just still ringing today. A lot of them.
Yeah. Vague, what you got?
Yeah, like I said, it's kind of tough because when you think about those three, it's like one and the same, right? Like different eras where they wrote for multiple people. Babyface probably etches up a little bit because he also wrote hits for himself. Whereas where I feel like Smokey had one or two for himself, but not like Babyface where he has a whole career of joints that's him, you know, for him. But so I would probably go shit. I said all that shit just to say Smokey first because Motown is the blueprint for black record labels. Just line them up, LaFace, whatever, Bad Boy, whatever. That's the blueprint. And like you said, Smokey's pen. This is my age because I'm gonna go Jimmy Jam, Terry Lewis. Like, even though I was a kid, like I was heavy. I mean, I've always been heavy into music. So yeah, and then reluctantly trade Babyface. So.
AG, what you got?
I'm gonna show loyalty to my era. I'm gonna start Babyface because of the versatility in the pen. Whether, like Vic said, whether he was giving his to himself, the range he was penning hits for females, artists significantly younger than himself. Like, it didn't even matter. Like, the range was impeccable. Like, you know, so I think he edges out everybody else in that regard. And my bench pick would be for Jimmy Jam and Terry. And the only reason why I got Babyface over them because Babyface was doing it solo dolo.
All right.
Jimmy Jam and Terry is a writing team, a duo, so they got to come off the bench. You know what I'm saying? So I'm looking at them like, you know, Cuban Links is my second favorite hip hop album of all time, but that's Ray and Ghost. You know what I'm saying? So it's a little bit easier to come by. You know what I mean? So I like, you know, he had a little bit of help on that joint. You know what I mean? Versus harder to pull off than it's easier to pull off than like say Illmatic or whatever. But and then I gotta trade, unfortunately, Smokey, but that's no disrespect, but that's just not my era. But I do understand that, like y'all said, the majority of Motown came from Smokey's pen, but he got to get traded in this scenario because I'm thinking about all the hits that, you know, that was influential in my coming up.
All right. And Spence, what you got, bro?
I'm gonna pick Babyface because I went to the Babyface and Kim concert, and then Babyface just did songs that he wrote for everybody, and he was just going on, and I'm like, damn, he did this too. Damn, he did this too. I was doing that for like an hour straight, so I was like, damn, I gotta go with Babyface. I'm gonna go with Jimmy Jam and Terry starting, and like AG said, no disrespect to Smokey, but I understand he was the blueprint for everything after. It just wasn't my time, so I can't really speak on all this other things he's done on there. But I know he's monumental in, you know, pushing that pen forward for other writers, though.
Right. I will say this though, if y'all get time and y'all want to dig into something, L.A. Reid's book, because according to L.A. Reid, he helped write a lot of them Babyface joints. And the first joint that he said Face wrote Dolo was Tevin's Can I Talk, which is crazy. Not trying to say like that, but that's one of the reasons why I wanted to read the book, because it was kind of just like, I'm intrigued by like, what did L.A. Reid do? Like, you know what I mean? So, but all the deal stuff, all those things, but I still want to say, like, even from taking away from the book, because you know you're gonna make yourself be a superhero in your book. Yeah. It seems to be like Face may have wrote 80% of the song, and then maybe LA comes in and writes the bridge.
LA came in and said, "Why don't you use the word as instead of like there?" And then put his name on.
Right. So, but
like Dr. Dre, Dr. Dre, come in, turn up your snare, produced by Dr. Dre.
Right. So again, you know, but check that out. So for people watching too, it's a great book. Dope show, y'all. Easy. Let's talk about this new album. When's it dropping? Who's producing it? Who's on it? All that good stuff, bro.
New album, 01830. I'm from Haverhill, Mass. That is the zip code of Haverhill, Mass. Produced entirely by my man DJ Manipulator. And you know, I don't rely too heavy on the features because I really prefer to make music with people I genuinely rock with. You know, I'm not trying to chase you for a verse and then you do a verse to shut me up and then not even support it when it drop. I'm real heavy on that. But yeah, shout out to Sky Zoo, stand-up guy, my brother Terminology, couple of my other guys, you know, from Haverhill, Green Monster, Spoon Digger. New video like that is out now. My man Mass Pike Miles is also featured on there as well. So, Kill, why don't you tell them a couple things about the album? You heard it.
John is crazy, bro. I mean, I was just about to say two of my favorites, Trey and D-Dot and you, both got albums dropping this March, and both of them are incredible albums. You know what I mean? I told Easy this may be like my favorite album of his. You know what I mean? And Manipulated killed the beats. And again, I'm just a sucker. I'm old. I'm the boom bap Avenger president. I'm a sucker for niggas who scratch on records, and Manipulated is scratching on this album. It's just something about still listening to hip hop and hearing somebody scratch that just is so dope as shit to me. So, like I said, this could be your best work, fam. Like shit is crazy. You know what I mean? So,
and yeah. I made him all that shit he scratched. I made him do that.
See that? There you go.
That's you, DJ. Go get in there and scratch. You know what I mean?
Right. Go in there and make this check, beats. Like what Google told Preemo, you gotta do more than scratch, nigga. Make some beats. Go in there, you a DJ, go scratch. But incredible album, tap in, and not to mention, like I always say, he's a singer too. Incredibly dope singer. So he's got R&B dope stuff out. So what's the website? Give him everything. I know everything is Easy Money ST, but
I'm at Easy Money ST everywhere. Just look out for the album in March 20th. Follow my YouTube. Subscribe to the YouTube if you could, please. At Easy Money ST. I'm at Easy Money ST everywhere. I'm taking pre-orders on the CD, all that, man. Hit me.
All right. Spence, where can they get at you, bro?
88 Spence, everything. Twitter, IG. Appreciate building with y'all.
Always, fam. AG, where can they get at you, bro?
At Adriel Green on Twitter. That's where you can find me.
All right. Veg, what's going on?
All right, you can follow me on social media at Vegas World INC. You can check out my podcast, Hip Hop Now Podcast, right here on YouTube. We're doing a monthly series, celebrating the year 1996, re-reviewing an album from 1996 with a special guest. Started off in January with Tupac and both of his albums and everything he did in 1996 in January. Well, not January 96, but the release of that episode. But the most recent episode was for the Fugees to score. My guest was Angelica, and we chopped it up about the album, the time. We didn't mention Praz until the end because I was like, we act like he's not right there on the cover. So, but it was a dope episode, and each month there'll be another episode dropping to celebrate another album from that year. So be on the lookout for that.
All right. Y'all know what it is. Kill 889 Twitter, IG. I pulled the book out anyway, so we might shout out my man Ben Merlis, Going Off, all the history of Cold Chillin'. Was a guest on the podcast a while ago, so it's a very dope book. It's not just on the Juice Crew, it's on the whole entire Cold Chillin' label. So it doesn't just stop with Kane. It goes on to Granddaddy IU, God Bless the Dead, The Genius, Business Cousin, Diamond Shell, Kid Capri. These were all people who are on Cold Chillin'. So if you want to do the knowledge, that's a dope book to get. Kill and the Kids. There's a documentary out right now about myself and my relationship with two of my kids. We've won an Emmy. We've won the PG County Film Festival. We just got accepted into the Bethesda Film Festival and the Community Film Festival. So we still out here trying to win some chips. Check it out. It's on PBS, or you can stream it on YouTube. Very dope doc. It's 12 minutes. It's in and out. But just give people a little background on the work I do. Shout out to Spence again. He comes down once a month to chop it up with my kids in my studio and everything like that. And I will check y'all next week, good people.